Felicitations Adventures. I'm Taylor Felicity, and welcome to Incredibly Indie, where we showcase TTRPGs you've probably never heard of. Today we're playing Yl'fe by Big B with Jason, Mila, and Zay. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the game and what we're going to be doing today in a second. But first, I have to say, Dreamy canonically first in chat. Shout out to Dreamy. And then also Thomas and Backup. Thank you so much for the follow. You followed, I think, right when we went live. But I'm also going to throw it over to my players to introduce themselves, and we'll start with Jason.
Hello, I'm Jason. I use he, him pronouns. I'm very happy to be here. I've been on a couple of Taylor streams before. She's my favorite game master. So it's just really a pleasure to be back here. And this game seems like a lot of fun. I think we're going to get a little silly with it today. So looking forward to that as always. So thanks for having me, Taylor.
Thanks for being here. Next up, Mila.
Hey, I am Mila. I have been on the stream a number of times before, and I'm always happy to be back. I'm always very excited when I get a DM saying, "Hey, do you want to play in this game?" Because yes, of course. I'm really looking forward to this. I haven't played with Jason very much, but the last time we played on this stream, you sacrificed your character, and it lives. I think about it not infrequently, so I'm very excited for this.
Last time you two played together on stream was Lasers and Feelings.
No. I want to say yeah. Well, I think it was the last time we played, but then we did the over the table.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we've played on stream since then.
Were you in the Ace Attorney game?
Yes, that's it.
We were both in
that. That's it. Yes, thank you.
And you didn't sacrifice your character at that time that I remember.
That would have been incredible.
You were one of the lawyers, I think. And the lawyer sacrifices herself. Was there anything else you were going to say, Miller? I don't know if I cut you off. Okay. Zay,
no,
what about
this
you?
is perfect.
Hi, I'm Zay. I've also been here before, and I've played with both these people before. I'm very excited to play with both of them again.
Am I not a person?
Wow.
You were next up. I actually don't get to play many games with. I mean, we get to play, but usually one of us is GMing.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Taylor is one of my favorite GMs, and I'm so excited to be back here.
Wow, I'm just basking in the compliments that
as you should be,
that I'm forcing by insinuating that someone called me not a person. And then yeah, I'm Taylor. I'm the best GM that anyone's ever had. If you're new here, I use she, her pronouns, and I'm gonna be the storyteller, game master. Raconteur is what it's called for this game, which is a very fun title. I consider myself something of a raconteur. And this game is, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do the command for the players. If you want to find everyone other places, you can check out links that are popping up in chat right now, or if you're watching later on YouTube, they'll be in the YouTube description. And then also, I mentioned we're playing this game, Yl'fe. Yl'fe is an adventure horror escapade into the weird and intriguing, an oddity of fairy-like wonder and dread of the unexplainable wrapped into one. Players are sophists, people who record stories for their mysterious publishers to get paid a lot for a world that is defined by stories and folklore. You can get this game now on TTRPG. There's a link. What is it now? Playing? Link in chat. And I will say, you will probably notice it is an affiliate link. I am an affiliate for TTRPG, so if you buy it, I get some, like 10 cents or something. So,
better than no sense.
Better than no sense, which I've been accused of having before. So, so you can check it out on TTRPG. I think that's the only place that it's available. So do that. Before we get started with the game, there are some things that people watching can do to help out the stream first. If there's a moment that you think would be a good clip, but you don't want to have to make that clip, type hey or marker in chat with an exclamation point first. I'll do it now so you can see. And that will make a stream marker for me to come back and make a clip of that moment, which is really helpful to me. Not to brag, but I think for 2 months, I've been posting on TikTok every single day. So that's helpful to me if you
Nice.
make clips, because they're all pretty much clips from stream. Um, you can also tip us $2, lets a player of your choice get a +1 bonus to a roll of their choice. $5 gives all 3 players a bonus. And for $10, I will add a complication that wouldn't happen otherwise. Let me do that command so people can do that. You can tip using bits, which is Twitch's currency. You can also just go to my Ko-fi and tip that way. All of those tips do go to the guests today, these players. And the last thing that you can do to help out the stream, congratulations, you're already doing it. Whether you are watching us live right now on Twitch or watching the VOD later on YouTube, appreciate you being here and hope you enjoy what you're about to see. So, without further ado, the game. So, one summer afternoon a few days ago, a boat full of tipsy college students partying off the coast of California found itself suddenly and inexplicably in a cave filled with glittering gems, mouth opening out to the Pacific Ocean. The partiers disembarked, swimming in the warm, sparkling, and fragrant water. Some snapped pieces of crystal off, which appeared nothing like any gemstones found so far in the shared world. Others wandered out of the cave to explore the island that had appeared around it. They found strange but beautiful fruits that glistened like geodes when cut, with shimmering juice that tingled enticingly, and whose flesh was sweet and refreshing. The boaters returned to shore after exploring for a few hours, excited to share what they'd found online, and word spread quickly of the news: a paralapse in the Pacific Ocean. For those viewers unfamiliar with the shared world, I'll explain. Like your world, the shared world has places like the United States, the Pacific Ocean, and California. Zay just lost power.
Oh no.
So, I think they said it just blinked, so I think it'll come back. Okay, yeah, it's back up. Yeah, there is a storm, I think, for multiple of us, so let me just really quick. I'll keep... I'm just gonna keep going while they wait for their internet to come back. So I'll pick up where I left off when I saw that Zay dropped out of the call. So for those viewers unfamiliar with the shared world, I'll explain. Like your world, the shared world has places like the United States, the Pacific Ocean, and California. In fact, the shared world includes all of the places in your world and includes many places not found in your world. The shared world has all the modern conveniences of your world, like smartphones, indoor plumbing, and motorized vehicles. But in the shared world, cars share the streets with horse-drawn carriages and knights in shining armor, because this world is shared between the humans of your world, the fae of the paracosm, and the abstract of the parasuba. That brings us to what the hell a paralapse is. On rare occasions, bits of the paracosm and parasuta encroach into the shared world, like a spittle of water jumping from one waterfall to another parallel waterfall. These incursions are unpredictable and disappear as quickly and unexpectedly as they appear in a matter of weeks, days, or minutes. They're rare occurrences, and it's even rarer for them to be as beautiful as this one, which is why each of you received letters from your mysterious publisher, Starlight Press, mere hours after the island appeared, offering you a hefty payment to explore the island and come back alive to transmit the tale. And so here you are, a dark blue, almost black boat emblazoned with the logo of your publisher, a bright golden star. You all, we'll start with you all already on the island, so if there's stuff that you would have done to prepare, like we can kind of hand wave that, like if you're like, oh, well, we didn't say that I brought a flashlight, but I probably would have, fair to assume that you have those types of things that you would need to have on you. Yeah, this, as you approach it, you can see this island is, like, kind of, aspects of it seem like a little tropical. Like you definitely see palm trees, things that would be like for the climate anyway. Like I said, it's off the coast of California. Oh, Zay is back, but not on screen.
They had to make an entrance.
Yes,
I guess
absolutely.
so. You're back, Zay.
Welcome back.
We
Thank
missed you.
We were just laughing because you appeared back on screen, but you were not in frame at all. Which was just kind of funny to see.
Imagine if that had been a setup for this turning into a murder mystery for my character.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, I should do that sometime. I should really.
I'm sorry I spoiled that.
That's a great idea.
I should
Invite a bunch
terrorize
of
the
us onto a
players.
stream and then coordinate with one of them so they get killed off immediately.
Yeah.
Or just die.
A shadowy
First
figure
thing.
appears behind you in your camera and you're dragged away.
I can make that happen.
Yeah.
I can set that up.
Okay, so Zay, I'm just gonna send you the text of the
Okay.
description that you missed.
Yeah, it
so
was-
I'm just gonna put that in.
The most sudden summer storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of those.
Oh, this says or, but it's supposed to say for. There we go. While you're looking at that, say, I will ask Jason, tell us about what your character looks like and what he sees on the island that is enticing to him.
So my character is dressed in like very white collar, kind of expensive looking business casual clothes. So he's got slacks on, very shiny shoes, and like a nice purple button down shirt. He's got thick glasses on. He just looks kind of like a dork ass. But you see that his tie is like slightly loosened, which even though it's not like up to code for the companies that he works for, he's like very proud, like as an adventurer, he can loosen his tie slightly. So he's just a dork ass dude. He's like 6'2", very lanky, and he's looking around. I think what he sees on the island that is immediately enticing is some rocks that have been stacked in a specific way that indicates that other travelers may have been here and kind of left their mark. But my character's interested in the odds of the rocks falling down and harming someone, because my character kind of calculates stats like that at his job. So he's going to go over there, kind of taking the beauty of it, and then disassemble the rocks if need be.
Yeah. Is your character human or something else?
My character's what's called a hobo. A hobo is like a tall goblin, I guess. And hobos are like the nerds of the different goblin races. But my character's like, he's not like other hobos. He's like a fun guy who
Yeah.
likes to grab a pint after work sometimes. But he does have two jobs, so like it's almost never after work for him. But like when it is, he'll grab a pint.
It's always also before work.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but like almost never here.
It's 5 o'clock, but your shift does start at 6.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So you go over, you get, kind of get out of the boat and start taking, the rocks down from how they've been stacked up. And while you're doing that, Zay, tell us about your character and something on the island she's wary of.
Yeah. My character is a dwarf, sort of a short, stocky woman, at least compared to humans. I think she's a little bit tall for a dwarf. She's got very dark hair, shoulder length, kind of pushed back out of her face. She's wearing some dark jeans, worn out band t-shirt of some band you wouldn't recognize, and then big like duster coat thrown over it. Um, she's kind of surveying everything on the island, taking it all in. And I think she's wary. There's like a small cave on
Mm-hmm.
the island. She knows the kind of dangerous things that could be in a cave like that. Nobody else seems to be paying any attention to it, but she's got her eye on that.
Yeah. Mila, tell us about your character and something on the island that inspires their creativity.
Yeah, my character is a satyr. They are a they they oh my gosh, I know words, I swear. They make music for video games. They write music and make it, and so they are very interested in a lot of sounds, that kind of thing. They hustle pretty hard. They're freelancers, so if it's hustle or be hustled.
So true.
Yep. They are not wearing pants. They have their fuzzy legs, and they're fine rocking that. But they do have like a crop top on with a video game logo from whichever game they've worked on more recently as part of their. Sometimes they'll do trades, especially for like indie games where they kind of just want to help out and get their name out there. It's not for exposure; it's for friendship. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Important
exposure sucks.
distinction.
Yes,
Exposure
doing it for
sucks,
exposure
friendship is
sucks.
great.
Friendship's cool. Friendships pretty rad. Or if like someone did them like a pretty big favor, they're open to trade is kind of like their feeling.
Yeah.
They're a big fan of bartering. They have headphones on, but the thing that's inspiring the creativity the most on the island is definitely the sounds. They are probably laying on the ground and recording the way that like the wind sounds in the grass, or like the drop of like water. They're just getting a whole bunch of like sound effects that they can use in their music.
Yeah, actually, with that, I think I'm gonna call for the first roll of the game. Let me remind myself of. Um, yeah, make a. I believe it would be an Eshul polemic, against temptation, which you do have a +2 to all Fae, which you all are. Get a +2 Eshul to temptation. So you'll roll 2d6 and then add or subtract, as the case may be, your Eshul.
Okay, and so that's 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I rolled 6. Um,
Oh, dang.
so
Is that with
uh,
bonuses or without?
no, that's just 5 and a 1.
Oh, okay.
So for Ashul, I have a -1 that I write. So would that just be adding 1, or is that including?
It would be just adding 1. Yeah, because you only
Okay.
have Ashul 2 specifically temptation, if I remember correctly, so it's not reflected in your Ashul score. So you would add
Alright.
overall 1. So a 7, which
So
is a
I get.
success.
Okay, cool.
If I'm understanding correctly. Okay. I have to remind myself. I think something still happens on a success. Do, do, do. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, you didn't fail, so that doesn't happen. Okay. So you have your like recording equipment out. You're like listening very carefully to like the sounds of the island, and you are hearing bird song, insects, like a lot of different things. But when you start to listen to it, there's a feeling that all of these things together are combining into a song of their own. You feel like you can almost hear underlying the sounds of nature, a song, a horn. It sounds like a dirge. Like there's a marching type of quality to it that for a moment almost makes you want to like get up and like delve further into the island. But then you stop and think, no, this sounds like a death march.
I'm going to share that with my companions and just let them know I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna call it. Guys, the island's making a death march? Like musically, it's not like moving, but musically, it sounds like a death march.
Oh, that's kind of neat. Like,
Yeah,
That's concerning, right?
both.
it's
Both.
neat and concerning. This is so interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I've done my job. I've taken down this dangerous rock pile. So I'm surprised that there's still any danger nearby. I thought I kind of knocked it out immediately.
There's,
Uh,
I mean, one
there's always
danger's
danger
gone.
nearby.
well, as long as we're prepared, we can handle anything.
So true, bestie.
As the three of you are consulting, converging, sharing information, all of that, to someone who was watching this, which, as far as you know, no one is, but if anyone were watching the three of you on this island, they would see from the backs of your necks, these papers begin to sprout. From each of you, as sophists, have a kind of ephemeral nail in the back of your neck that your publisher or someone from your publishing house gave to you when you first decided to start taking these jobs. And essentially, what you all would know this. You've been on many adventures before, but your job here is not necessarily to like figure out what's going on or solve any problems. Your job is to have an adventure that is worth telling a story of later. One of the big things in the shared world is people enjoy plays, people enjoy novels, anything like there's a strong like storytelling tradition, especially with the influence of the Fae on like your world. So yeah, publishers pay people like you to go out and like do dangerous things, explore dangerous places, and if you live to survive, like if you live to tell the tale, I should say, you return back to your publisher. They take the pages that have sprouted magically from this nail on the back of your neck, and use it to write plays or books or other types of storytelling. These are not something that's like, if you reach back to try to grab them, your hand just passes through. You can see the presence of them, but they're not really, you can't really interact with them. And the nail isn't a source of pain. Like, it didn't hurt when they implanted it. It just kind of felt like a little sting. Yeah, so anyone watching would see as your story begins, pages begin to sprout from the nail in the back of your neck.
Cool. I guess we should follow that sound, so that we can learn more about it and get some exciting stories. I am going to collect so much data. I'm going to make a pivot table that will excite the masses.
Yeah. I know what a pivot table is.
It's so exciting.
Yeah. That's so cool.
You get a Slack notification.
Oh, hold on, guys.
Microsoft Teams.
Yeah, you get a Slack notification and a Microsoft Teams notification.
Okay.
Google Hangout.
Let's see. All right.
Yeah, it's like one is like asking you like some Excel spreadsheet has broken in some way. Somebody did something to it, and they're like, "Why can't I see XYZ thing on this spreadsheet anymore?" And then your other notification is from your job as an Uber driver customer service manager.
Right. Mhm.
And it's like from someone saying like, "Hey, can you come in a little early today?"
Okay. First I'll fix the spreadsheet. So I pull out my
Yeah.
magic abacus.
Yeah. I think this is a roll, but I think it's what is there's like a smarts roll basically. Shibboleth? Is it shibboleth or musing that you have a really good? Oh, it's musing. We'll say it's musing to figure this out.
Oh, okay, cool. I
So
got a
2d6 plus 2.
9.
A 9. Yeah, you look at the spreadsheet. There's just a filter. So like somebody put a filter on to
Oh.
look for specific, and you just have to take it off.
Oh, it's the spreadsheet. Ugh, I'm always telling them to remember to take their filters off of the spreadsheets. But it's okay. I'm cool. I'm a relaxed guy, so I can just roll with it, guys. Everything's okay, guys. I'm talking to my friends. Don't worry, guys. We got to the root of
Oh,
the problem.
rad.
It's just a filter.
Cool.
Excellent. If we could maybe move this along, I'm losing out on so many rides.
Oh.
Yeah, your
Oh,
phone
yeah.
is also going off, Bellin.
sorry.
That's like
So many.
ride shares in your area.
I ask
Ugh.
on my other phone. I say, "Can I work remote again today or tomorrow?"
They say today or tomorrow.
Yeah, both. Because it might be a late day today. So I have to work remote. I'm on an island.
You
Not
get a
metaphorically.
message back that says, "Oh, you always, always with the little jokes. Yeah, you can work remote today and tomorrow."
Yes. Yes.
I love the idea of it being like this like shared world and like kind of having like knowledge of it, but then also thinking that's a joke is very funny to me.
Godard's always joking. Is it Godard or
Mm.
Goddard, actually? I
Um,
can't remember what you said.
I
Like
think it's
the-
the former.
As in like filmmaker?
It's just Goddard, but with an extra A. So you can pronounce it however you want.
Because you're chill.
Because you're chill.
I'm so chill. I don't care how you pronounce my name.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Yeah, Goddard, so for people watching who aren't familiar with this game, characters all have in addition to being sophists, have a career that they choose at character creation as well. And a career has a relation to not only the amount of money your character makes, but also the amount of demand that job has. So Jason making his character chose a job that is high demand and makes a lot of money, and then as his exploit, which are kind of like feats, took an exploit that gives you an additional job, and he chose to make that one high demand as well. So that's
So
why
funny.
this is happening, and will continue to happen.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you as Goddard's like, looking at his phone and like taking care of, I'm working from home, here's the spreadsheet, all of this different stuff. So where you are on the island, there's this kind of like little, like basically like micro beach, like basically just big enough for your boat to have like come ashore onto, which your boat's like a little like speedboat kind of vibe. And the island is tropical feeling, but kind of like comes up like it's like a hill. Like most of the island is kind of like a big hill, which I think Bellin, you can tell is probably at least partially because there is that cave that you saw, and it looks like there's kind of a lot of different caves. Like there's the one that you already know about that these college students found that was like a pretty big cave that like opened directly like out into the ocean. So it's not a huge island, but probably like as you were coming up on it. I'm trying to think. I'm so bad with spaces. It's maybe like 10, 15 acres, something like that. So not like enormous, but big enough that you can't really see the whole thing just from like where you've landed, especially because it's like so much of it is a big hill. So yeah, you could go like further, like just straight forward. We kind of just like going up this hill. The sand transitions into like, you know, that kind of beach grass, the kind of wiry, like stiff grass. And then up into some more trees. There's like some palm trees and then some other, you know, kind of tropical looking trees and shrubs. It's pretty dense, so you can't see too far into it. And then there is also the small cave that you noticed, Bellin. Where do you all want to go?
I think while Goddard is like responding to these messages, fixing this spreadsheet,
Mm-hmm.
Bellin has already walked over to inspect the cave that she noticed and is tossing rocks in. It's like
Ooh.
just some small ones to see if there's any sort of reaction or strange noises.
I walk up behind you with my recorder going and just like again back on the ground, hand kind of like holding it down low so that I can get the recording of it.
Yeah. You two approach this cave. As you get closer, you can see that like the inside of this cave, um, is full of like stalactites of like crystal. So it's like pillars of crystal, very beautifully formed. Um, in like a lot of like blues and purple, some just, you know, sparkling, more like clear quartz style crystals. But just like the inside of a geode, basically, like just like floor to ceiling crystal. This cave, similar to the other cave, maybe it even is the same cave that these other people found, like opens directly out to the ocean. So the floor of it is like seawater, and then coming up out of that is like the crystal.
It's pretty.
Beautiful.
Which means it's likely dangerous.
Just like my ex.
All pretty things are a little bit dangerous.
That's why it's fun.
Bellin, when
So
you're
true.
tossing rocks, then you don't notice any sort of reaction. Like they're going into like the water, and these ripples are kind of spreading across the water. Give me. I'll say that you can make a check. I think. Give me a shibboleth check.
Okay. I don't know why I checked my stats. I know it's +0 and everything but 1. It's a 7.
Okay, this is a success. The task is completed. So you notice some additional things about this cave as you're looking into it. First of all, you would think that the water would be seawater because it's like the water is coming from the sea into this cave. But as you're kind of getting a little bit closer and kind of peeking in, the smell of this cave, it doesn't smell like salty sea air. It smells like fresh water, like from a spring. And there's even kind of a little bit of like a floral scent to it, almost like a really fancy spa, with some like herbs and like floral, not super strong, but the scent is there. And it feels like when you breathe in that kind of breath that you get when there's like eucalyptus, like in some kind of spa thing. So it's has like a very refreshing, like cooling feeling, to your nose and mouth when you breathe. But there's also something in here that is not calming and relaxing. You notice as you're kind of peering at some of these dangerous to you looking crystals, these beautiful, dangerous looking crystals, you think you can see wedged between them something like a piece of clothing, or maybe like a bit of viscera, like something caught between teeth.
Bellin won't hesitate to like move in to get a closer look at this.
Yeah.
Want me to hold your ankles?
Why not?
Oh no!
So wait, logistically, what's happening here?
Yeah.
You're walking and Amelia, you're being dragged. What is it? I forget. What
Oh,
the character's name
no,
is.
I was thinking because we were like looking.
Zeki.
I might have missed.
Oh.
But like looking down, and then like there's like the
Oh.
hole in the cave, and then holding someone.
You know what?
As
That
they're
makes sense.
upside down in the cave. Yeah.
Well, I was picturing, but I don't think I actually said this, that it was like the opening was kind of like out to like the shore, so you were kind of like on the beach, like looking around into the cave from the cave mouth, which is why
This is also
I didn't
what I was
understand.
picturing.
All right. Well, I was picturing something different, guys.
No one's
No.
confused, but appreciates the support.
And then I was like,
I'll do it anyways, and you'll just get some exercise in of trying to.
trying to drag Zeki behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, Bellin, you
Oh.
splash into the water, dragging Zeki on the ground behind you. Zeki, the water
You might want
tastes.
to be on your back for this.
Yeah.
I think I do get splashed in the face, and the water tastes.
Oh yeah. I thought you were just gonna finish it. I think I'll take over.
Look at me, I'm the DM now.
The water tastes refreshing. Like it tastes sweet, and it isn't actually effervescent. Like it's not like carbonated, but it does have a little bit of that feel in your mouth.
Oh, it's like I'm kind of like it's like carbonated, like soda, but not like soda. Like a really, really weak, really, really weak club soda, but not like water. And then I scoop some up, and I go try it.
I'll pass. Just in
Alright.
case.
All right, suit yourself.
If you get poisoned, well,
We'll see.
it would make a good story. Maybe keep drinking it.
No.
I sense I've made a mistake.
I don't like this.
You've already had some.
I did. But I don't like that you're trying to poison me. It was fine until now. Anyway,
We'll
what
find
are you
the
doing?
antidote. It'll make a story.
You know what? Great point. Okay. What now?
Oh, I thought you were deciding whether you were
No,
gonna drink
no.
more water.
No, Zeki, sorry, that was as Zeki. Zeki just kind of looks at it and then looks up and goes, "What now?" That was in character, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Me, the player. Come on, guys.
All right. What now? What now, GM?
So what is it that is caught in between these?
Yeah, are you like
Yeah.
going fully
Yeah.
into the cave to look closer at it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the really only way to get closer is like into the water, which as you kind of take a step in, it does get deep enough that you are like you can still touch the floor of this like pool of water in here, but it's like, well, you're very short, right?
I am fairly short, yes.
Okay, I think for you then, your feet would not touch the ground.
Okay.
For maybe someone taller, like Goddard, would be able to would probably be able to like hear on Goddard.
Bellin kicks off her boots, her Doc Martens, and like takes off the duster coat that she's wearing, big trench coat, for like, well, might as well.
Yeah. You splash in and begin swimming closer to where you saw this little piece of something. It's pretty low on the cave wall, so as you get up to it, you're able to get like a good look at it. While you're doing that, what are Godard and Zeki doing? I keep saying Godard. I don't know why.
He's chill. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. I'm recording the like sounds that Melon's making as she swims, and then kind of just like splashing around. And once I see that they're like further away, I start drinking the water again.
Okay.
You know, it is pretty good.
Goddard, what are you doing?
I guess I'll go over there too. I'll be like, oh, what's Belen doing over there?
Saw something and is checking it out. You should taste the water.
All right.
It's like really weak club soda, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is pretty different than like what I got over at the office water cooler.
Yeah,
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. We should take some of this back and put it in the water cooler.
we should.
If it's poison, I'll find the antidote for you both.
Oh, I didn't
Thanks,
think about
Belen.
that.
They did point it out to me. I just don't think it is. So here we are.
I guess if you've been drinking it, we'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Again, antidote.
Yeah. You'll find an antidote for sure.
Yeah.
Belen, as the other two are kind of like stooped over drinking handfuls of this water, you
Mediocre water.
yeah, this kind of weak club soda. You get up to this crystal where you saw the bit of something, and now that you're closer, it's unmistakable. It's a little bit of like clothing. Like it looks like a pair of it looks like a piece of like tan fabric, like from a pair of like cargo shorts. And you do also see like a piece of like flesh, presumably from some type of like human or humanoid creature. And as you see that, the crystals around in this cave kind of start to imperceptibly move, but you can hear the sound of them kind of sliding against each other. And everyone, we are going to enter into an engagement for the first time. So an engagement is basically a fight, battle, confrontation. There can be social engagements as well. And engagements do happen in turns. Each turn, let me find the page where it talks about engagements. On each of your turns, which happen simultaneously, you have one moment, which is basically like a thing that you're doing, one movement, which is you move up to your movement speed. I'll say this cave is probably I think Belen's probably like 30 feet away from the rest of you, like on the other side of this cave. Let's say 20 feet. Probably not quite 30 feet. You're all of your movement, I believe, is 30 feet because you're all Fae. But the way that we'll determine order is with a sinew polemic. So everyone go ahead and roll your sinew to see who goes first, and I will roll as well. What is my sinew for this? Okay. And I need to write this down. Encounter. Okay. I got a 8 for mine. Did anyone
I
get
also-
higher than that? Oh, nice. You got an 8 as well.
I got an 11.
Whoa.
Whoa, hell yeah.
I got a 3.
It makes sense. I think you have the lowest sinew.
Yeah, I add a 0, so I.
Okay,
Nice and easy.
we'll say Bellin, you can go before the cave. I don't know if there's a let me see. Is there a tiebreaker? Oh, hit points. Okay, the one missing the most. Okay, we'll just say you go first because it's determined by hit points, but everyone has their max hit points right now. Okay, so Bellin the cave, and then with 3, that's Zeki. Goddard, you, as you're kind of like drinking in some of this water, since you're like the first one to go, you do notice like the light kind of like glints off of one of these crystals and like bounces like from the water like up into your face. You notice like the shifting of the light and look up to see the crystals in this cave kind of moving, starting to almost like they're like the gnashing of teeth. And Bellin, the crystal that you're kind of like holding to like get a closer look at, kind of like to steady yourself in the water, 2 of the crystals where like your hand is sort of wedge themselves to trap your hand. Goddard, you get to go first.
Hey guys, I think the cave crystals are teeth. They're gonna eat us, maybe?
Whoa.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Cool.
Well, I don't really know what to do. Let me, what do you think? Should we hit it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Did I say what weapons I have? Did we say that in the...
Oh, to me or on stream? I don't think you said on stream.
Or to you.
Yeah, let me look at our things to see. No, you just said okay, sweet, thanks.
What was the context? You said, what are your weapons? And I said, okay, sweet thing.
I said you.
I want it to be that.
No, I said you.
You sent me a list of weapons, and I said, okay, sweet, thanks. That sounds
Yeah, I
like
said
me.
here's the weapons. I said, yeah, here I'll leak our text. I said here's the promised weapon / armor info for Yl'fe. Since you have a ton of money, I feel like you can have pretty much any weapon you would want. It's mostly just a matter of if you have it on you for the more cumbersome ones. You
Oh,
can also
great.
have either light or medium armor.
Okay, sweet, thanks. So yeah, I have a lot of weapons then in my backpack. I've got a crowbar, scissors, fluorescent lights.
Okay,
Um,
I like that you're reading all just light weapons.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like take one from each, but no, I have a ton of light weapons.
all right, I have a rocket launcher, so I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
That escalated quickly.
Okay, I think, let me remind myself, I can't remember if you just roll damage or if you have to roll first to attack. I think you have to roll first to attack. So I think you are taking the attack action. Yes. Utilize a mundane weapon or body part to impart damage on a living thing or object. Okay, so it's sinew. Polemic, so roll 2d6 plus your sinew.
One. Nice. I got a 9.
Okay, so that is a success. It doesn't add any more damage. So then roll a single d6 and add 2
Plus 2. Okay.
for a heavy weapon for a rocket launcher.
That's a 2 plus 2, so 4.
Okay.
And I'm shooting towards the cave teeth.
Yeah, you shoot a rocket launcher. Which, yeah, how do you have like you just pull this out of your backpack? Like what is the situation
Yeah,
with this?
it's like like telescopic, like collapsible. So I bought it on Temu. Like I have a Temu rocket launcher, so it's
Okay.
kind of like gadgety, trendy.
Yeah, kind of doesn't
and
work.
no, it works fine.
It says it's a rocket launcher, but it's actually just a printed piece of plastic
This
that
rocket
looks like a
launcher
rocket
is a
launcher.
Nerf gun.
It's actually fireworks or like just
That'll work fine too.
yeah.
So it's a $16 rocket launcher that had an additional $3,000 in tariffs, and I shoot the cave.
Yeah, this is. We're living in a fantasy world, but this is still Trump's America, even in the shared, the shared world.
Oh.
We could have
Oh,
anything,
the-
but this is what we're imagining.
Thank you, Jason.
I didn't say he made the tariffs.
It was a different
It could have been
president.
a president that made the tariffs.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Either way, despite the fact that it's a fantasy world, there's horrible tariffs that make no sense, and we all are gig workers barely scraping.
Here we are.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I have a-
Jason
I
and
have a lot
Mila,
of
I
money.
think, both are luxury.
Yeah, I just work really hard. I just have to hustle. I am still
Yeah.
a gig worker. I have to hustle, but I do make bank.
Yeah. Okay, so politics or whatever of the world aside, you shoot a rocket launcher into a cave. Are you aiming for where Bellin is, or are you aiming for like a different part of the cave?
I would shoot at whatever seems to be moving the most, like the part that's most coming to life in front of us.
Okay, yeah, there's like some that almost seem like they're surging towards you and Zeki, like, because you're not quite in the cave, you're kind of like on the edge of it. So like there's some even kind of going like under the water and like coming towards like your feet. So you blast at these and like these crystals kind of like explode everywhere around as you shoot them with a rocket launcher. Are you using your movement to do anything? Are you going further into the cave or running away or anything like that?
I feel like we should back up. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think we should do? Go into the cave? I don't even know what I'm shooting at. I just know the crystals are moving.
I think it's a mouse. We should get out.
We should get out of the mouth, not go deeper into the creature.
Get out. Don't
right.
get out. Get
Well,
out.
But if it closes its mouth, we might not be able to get back in. All right, I'll get out.
Yeah, you
All
take
right.
a few steps
I'll use
backwards
my
because you're already
30
kind of
feet.
not in the cave. Yeah.
Oh,
Bellin, that's your turn. Your hand is caught pretty firmly. It's not, you're not harmed yet, but your hand is just kind of wedged in between two of these crystals.
I am just gonna try and reach with my other hand and just snap off part of this crystal that's trapping me.
Yeah, I think that's a sinew roll pretty solidly.
Alrighty. It's a 12 total.
Ooh, okay. I think a 12 is a really good success.
I got one thing I'm good at, baby.
I should have
Rating
made a little
things.
cheat sheet for what the thresholds are, because there's 6 or below is just is a miss, 7 to 9 is a hit, 10 plus I think is like a monumental success.
Ooh.
And then there's also like an absolute success, which is if you get 2 6s. I think that's right, but let me check really quick. Where is it? Polemic. Oh yeah, here we are. Okay, yeah, that is a monumental success. The task is completed and supplemental information / challenges overcome or learned. Yeah, I actually had it exactly right. And then an absolute success is when both dice roll a 6. So yeah, you snap off this crystal, and immediately, like, your hand comes free. You, kind of in the momentum of that, look down and can see through this like pretty clear water that this hole in the bottom of the cave has like either opened up or has been there and just not been noticed. But the water is starting to like suck down into this hole, and you can feel that kind of starting to pull you. I will say you can't, that's your action to break the crystal off, but you did get a monumental success, so you can accomplish another thing, you can learn something new. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Is there any information I could get about the cave? Like either what it might be, what might be happening, or like what my most immediate danger would be?
Yeah, most immediate danger now is probably getting sucked down with this water. You do think that you kind of had it spot on. This is a mouth. So there's either this island is a creature or it behaves in a creature-like way. I'll say with a monumental success, you actually get the feeling that the island is probably not a creature. It's probably just like from like the way you like snapped off the crystal, it didn't react in any way. Like you think like, okay, if this was like a part of it, it would probably react in like pain or would have some kind of like thing happening. Um, it seems like this is a mouth like structure that is being used by something else. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. While processing all of that, Belen is also going to swim as fast as she can for the
Yeah.
shore.
I'll say you can get about halfway across, just because you're pulling against, like, the cave is kind of, the water's, like, pulling you back. So you're not, like, in danger of going under, but you're just not making as much speed as would be nice. And I think with that, it is the cave's turn. So I am going to, since... I think it'll have to be Zeki, because Bellin is not close to any of these crystals anymore. So Zeki, you're still over, by this area that you and Goddard were standing by. Goddard has kind of shot a shot a rocket launcher and then backed back out of the cave. This is all kind of happening at the same time. And kind of like you're kind of standing there, and like the side of the mouth of the cave, you kind of too late notice that although Goddard has blasted the crystals that were kind of coming for like your feet and legs, there's some other from the side of the cave that are kind of almost arranged themselves into like a spiral kind of shape, and like a boar basically are like coming twisting towards you. And I'm going to roll an attack on Zeki with Sinew. Which is just success, so I don't do any extra damage. And then...
That's something.
That's something at least. But I did do kind of a lot of damage, unfortunately. Okay, this is a medium weapon, which adds +1. Okay, so that's 7 damage.
I have so little HP. So 7 damage means like 7 taking away 7 HP points.
I believe so. Did you have armor?
Oh, shit. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta pick up some armor. Oh, I really have to think about this. I never included armor.
You can, if you were planning on having armor, you can have armor. That's fine.
Okay.
I messaged Mila the armor options,
Sure
and they said,
did.
okay, thanks, cool.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
No.
Oh, I said, ooh, excellent. So, not that dissimilar is the thing.
I remember
That's
we were
so
busy
funny.
that day. We were hanging out.
Yeah, the two of you were hanging
Yeah.
out together, and you were like, "Huh,
Yeah.
Taylor keeps messaging me."
Yeah.
Okay, let me look at armor. Did I send you? I think I sent you the armor info. Oh yes, I did. Okay. So light armor does 1 damage reduction, medium armor does 2 damage reduction, heavy armor does 3 damage reduction. Armor HP is determined by the amount of times hit. If the damage taken after reduction is 0 or less, no HP for armor is lost. I think even if you do heavy armor, I think this is going to take you out.
I think it is. Yes. I think I want to do changing the crop top to a chainmail crop top for
Oh, cool.
armor. But it's gonna take me out. I have 3 HP. It's I am very weak.
Oh no.
I'm supposed to be in a studio.
They're supposed to be in the club.
Yeah.
Okay, let me remind myself of what happens when someone gets taken down to 0 HP. Alright, let me see. You definitely have an episode. I know that. Okay. Professional
We also-
healthcare. Go ahead, what were you gonna say? Oh!
I'm so sorry. There's a bird just around. I don't know why I have the bird, but I do.
Okay, let me just make a marker
Yep.
of that. Of when a bird flew on screen and landed on your head.
Well, he did like 2 circles before he landed, so there was just this thing moving around my screen.
That's really funny.
When we were planning out our the exploits, I picked one to heal people, and we literally spoke about how I was probably going to be the one to fall. I was like, yeah,
And
but what if I'm not?
I know, and I even said, like, well, I'll, like, you know, it would be good to target the other two because they're stronger, but, like, they're both not in range of this
Yeah.
attack at all.
Yes.
Okay. When Sophis begins to die, are you... I just have to figure out if you're dying right now. When reduced to 0 HP, which you are, on each subsequent page, the Sophist health goes further into the negative by 1. If they reach an amount equal to their total health in the negative, the Sophist dies. When the Sophist perishes, their story dissolves and their nail vanishes like it was never there. So you're not dead yet. I don't think you take... I think you get to 0. I don't think you take additional damage, even though it's more than what your
Okay, so it's not
HP
like
is.
a D&D sitch.
I think it is like a D&D sitch where you can't go into negative
Oh,
HP.
oh,
It's
I was
just if you
thinking,
would
like-
take, yeah, if you would take all in one,
Yeah.
you don't keep track of negative HP. In this one, you do take track of negative HP. It just, I don't think it's triggered yet. So Zeki, this boring, like, clump of crystals kind of comes like across the wall and like around the corner of like the outside of the cave and hits you like square in the chainmail chest. The chainmail takes some of the damage, but it just is like this boring thing, and it's made of like these very sharp crystals that dig into your chest, and you fall unconscious. But that's the cave's turn. So it would be Zeki's turn.
Yep.
I don't think...
Why do you hate me, Taylor?
I don't know.
This is
Why
adding
this-
to my story about the frightening, and then now this.
Yeah.
Now this.
Yeah, I did. One time, almost an entire one-shot, Mila's character had, like, the frightened condition, and then, like, the paralyzed condition, and then, like, the grappled condition. It was, it was really bad. But that's D&D's fault. That's not my fault.
That's so true.
Okay. I believe you're just unconscious. I believe. So then that brings it back up to the top of initiative with Goddard. You see that Zeki just got bored to death. Almost.
Wow. Shit. I'm gonna try and go get them. Let me see here. I think that's one of the actions, is you can...
Yeah, like go
grab something.
Grab something. Yeah, you can. Let me see. Handle, diplomacy, chase, falling.
Steal.
Steal. There is ways to heal each other. You can try to stabilize Zeki. I don't think it's listed as one of the combat options, but it is just something you can do, so I'll say you can do it during an engagement. Okay. Stabilize. A Sophist is able to physically stabilize another at 1 HP in the case of a medical situation. I think that means that you can get them to 1. Okay, so you would make a shibboleth polemic.
Okay, let me see if I'm good at that. I'm okay at that. Uh-oh. I failed.
Oh,
I got a
no.
5.
Yeah, you start trying to tend to Zeki's wounds, and just like there's a lot of blood. There's like, the crystal I think is still like it's like broken off from the wall, but it's still kind of like moving as if it's trying to keep like hurting Zeki. So that's your movement and action. So I think that brings us to Bellin.
Shit. Bellin is gonna swim for the shore, I guess. I don't think there's much else I can do right now, and I don't think there's anything I could. I don't think it's good to be in the water.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can swim out of the water. And I think between you and Goddard, you two can both pull Zeki out of the mouth of the cave, and start to pull some of the crystals out of them. The armor is helping, like it's keeping the crystals from like continuing to like penetrate into them. Let me see. I think since I don't know if there's specifically a rule for this. Oh, actually, okay. If a sophist wishes to take a leave, that's really funny. Zeki just leaves. If a sophist wishes to take a leave, they need to take a number of hours double that of the HP they wish to recover. Only sleeping, sitting, reading, or gently talking to reflect their diminished and injured state. If you receive help from a professional, you get a +2 on the total HP recovering. You can help each other when you're dying.
There's also stabilize.
There is stabilize. If a sophist is able to physically stabilize another, which is what Goddard tried to do. If you want to try to also do it, I don't know. I don't think your shibboleth is better than Goddard's, but your luck might be.
It's certainly not. I'm good at doing this to people, not fixing this. I'll take a shot at it if I can. Hey, that's an 11.
Okay, nice. So you are able to stabilize Zeki. I thought that I saw something that was like with that. Oh, that might be continuing their story.
Oh, yeah, I see that here.
Oh, yeah, on a monumental success. Okay, I'm gonna use the same rules for this, especially since this is a one-shot. It doesn't really make sense for Mila's character to be out of commission for the entire rest of the stream. So...
First thing to happen, immediately gone.
You're
Right,
you're immediately done for. Okay, so with a monumental success, I'll say it's an additional 2 HP, which I mean, honestly, with Zeki's max HP is only 3, so you're back up to 3, as Bella intends to. Yeah, I think maybe you all have some sort of like first aid kit or something like that you could bring with you. So once you pull Zeki out of the danger of like being in this carnivorous cave.
I think there's a moment where like we're trying to stabilize them, and Bellin realized she left her coat in the cave, and scampers back like an arm just I don't know, there's like maybe we're seeing the cave and like crystals shifting, and then an arm just like slides in, grabs the coat, drags it back out.
The coat gets pulled out, some of the crystals snap closed like right on the other side of it, if you pull it out in time. Yeah, Zeki, you come to, and give me I think, I can't remember if you make a save for this or if you just have an episode. So this game, like a lot of cosmic horror stuff, does have things where like something can happen to you and your character doesn't go mad, but you can have what's called a personality change, which means that it's kind of more of like an attitude change. Like you might be scared, or you might be angry, those types of things. So I believe there's psychological damage that's done during these terrifying moments at the end of every turn that you would normally have. Instead, okay, so you get to roll Eshwal. On a success, nothing happens. So you don't get a +2 to this because it's not against temptation. But Mila, go ahead and roll 2d6 and subtract 1 from it.
So I rolled a 3, so that's a 2.
Okay. So just a 2.
Yeah.
Can you actually? No, I'll do this because Oh, do I have a d12? No. There's a table here that's a d12. So let me roll a
Can
d12.
acquire a D12.
I'll just roll a digital one.
Okay.
I'll just Google roll d12. Oh, this is so interesting. So you have an episode while you are unconscious. Unbeknownst to you, I think in your unconscious that you don't even really remember what happened to you that like knocked you out and hurt you. You can feel this kind of pressure on your chest, but it doesn't really hurt right now. But you are in this kind of like dream of your unconsciousness. You're standing on the edge of like a cliff that is like showing a great expanse out ahead of you, and you can see down below. It's kind of like in like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, where sometimes you'll be up on a high place and you can see everything below you, where it's like, oh yeah, there's like a monster over there that I can fight. Oh, there's this little grove that I can get to. That's the feeling this is inspiring, where it's like, oh, there's like all these different things that I could go and see, all these adventures that I could have, all these sounds that I could hear that could inspire me. And as you are about to like take a step like down from this cliff or like to go explore all of these exciting things that you see, you wake back up being tended to by your 2 fellow sophists. Your chest hurts. You can feel that like your armor's been damaged a bit, but you have a personality change of being curious, eager to know or learn something.
I wake up and just go, ow.
You'll be all right. Bella is
Thank
kind of like
you.
patting your leg in a very awkward manner of like trying to be comforting.
Yep. Cool. Ow. Oof. Well, not dead, so
That was close.
a win's a win. Starts trying to like push themselves to stand up.
Yeah. When you
Ugh.
stand up, there is like the other 2 you can see like kind of a bit has been added to the paper coming off of Seki.
Yeah, that'll be a good story. You
It
almost
will
got
be.
eaten by a cave.
Yeah. Not everyone can say that. That's for sure. I also like I don't know. I just kind of like saw everything. Like I was like a bird, like just really high up. It was kind of neat.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that'll be fun to read later. Do you guys read your own stories?
No.
I read mine
Yeah.
because
Do
I
you-
publish a lot of mine as like graphs, and
Right.
so you kind of update that with additional data, and then you can put it into like a PowerPoint presentation and really go nuts with it.
Oh, cool. Do you have we've been adventuring for a hot second. Do you have any fun data on us?
Yes. Oh my gosh, so much. You'll never guess which of us has the highest number of bathroom breaks. I collect
Is
a
it
lot
me?
of data. um, I'll let you read about it in my graphs.
Excellent. Just like yeah, just text me the link.
Sure.
Oh, all right.
yeah.
Well, that was weird. Anyway, what now?
That's a for a character to have as a go-to, just like, what now?
I was like, it's
next?
gonna be "Hey bestie" or "Thanks bestie," and then it was "What now?"
What now?
What
What
now?
could go wrong?
That definitely wasn't a normal cave,
Yeah.
and I don't know of any monsters that are caves, so I'm guessing there's something more going on there. Sorry, I was going to use my uh, um, grappling hook to try to get you out of there, but that didn't work out so good. Uh, yeah.
It's all right.
That
So-
was unexpected.
Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah. Are we closer to the death march? Do you still hear it?
I like, if I was fully like, if I hadn't just gone through that, I would just like immediately drop to the ground. But instead, I slowly lower myself to the ground and then just kind of starfish.
Do you want me to hold your ankle?
No, it's all right. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I just kind of lay there and I just listen to the ground.
Yeah, you can still hear it, and if anything, it's stronger than it was before.
Well, bad news. It has gotten stronger, not weaker. So I definitely think it's this thing. Whatever's going on in that cave, I'm so confident that's what's up.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, I tried to shoot it with a rocket launcher, but
It was
there's just
sick.
Where did you even get that?
I bought it on Temu.
Where do you get your rocket launchers?
Yeah, do you want one?
If you have an extra one.
Yeah, I have an extra one you can borrow today, and then if you want, I can just order more so that you always just have one. It's only $16 plus $3,000.
I'm truly obsessed with the like shipping and duties and like the tariff costs. Like that is so funny.
Bellin, you go to like take this rocket launcher that's being offered, and as Goddard says, like the amount of money it costs, you feel like a buzz of another missed, like an Uber that you're not gonna be able to take.
We gotta wrap this up. Do we want to blast our way in?
We could try. Do you think there's a way we could talk to the cave? Maybe you could do one of your classic jokes.
Little dwarven humor.
Yeah, hit him with the dwarven humor.
I could try. I don't know if it's in a good mood.
It does seem mad. What did we do to make it mad? Was it us drinking the water, you think?
It might have been the rocket launcher.
It looked like it was getting mad before I shot it.
Fair. Yeah, maybe it is the water because the water's kind of weird.
Water
Do you
is
think?
weird.
But the flesh is like pretty far out though, so I don't know if maybe it's like the his Bellin like going so far into it. Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
doesn't like us going in there.
Yeah. So
I think maybe it wanted us to go in there.
Then it shouldn't have
wants to
freaked
eat us.
out and kind of showed its hand a little early. We would probably went in if it didn't start trying to come to life and bite us. Now I'm not sure if I want to go in. Does it have, if this is a mouth, does it have the little dangly thing in the back of its throat?
The
The
uvula.
hanging rock crystal.
Yeah.
How's
As
that
made famous
song,
by
Mocko?
WAP.
Wow.
Yeah,
Lyrics.
the uvula is what you're talking about, but yeah, I want to touch that little dangly thing that's at the back of the throat. That's in WAP.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a work of art.
You don't see uvula in the cave, so you think that probably no cars will be parked in this garage.
That got me.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have a
Bellin.
usual.
Get your car out here.
Yeah, that's you get your car out.
Uh,
I will say
I like look and I'm like, oh, you're right. It doesn't have that dangly thing.
Yeah.
it doesn't have that little dangly thing. Goddard, give me a shibboleth roll as you're kind of looking at this thing and trying to figure stuff
Nice.
out.
Cool. I got an 8.
An 8 is a success. So yeah, you're trying to figure out like what this thing is, like what exactly is going on. And you look into the cave, you can see that there is this like while you've been talking, the water has stopped draining from it, and like that hole that was that opened up that was like trying to suck Bellin in has closed again. But you start to think, okay, this feels like in like nature there are like plants that seem very sweet smelling, and then bugs go into them and they close around them. It seems like that sort of trap. And I will say you kind of are like looking around this island, and for the first time you can hear, maybe they were a little bit too far away before, but you can hear like the sounds of like people like laughing and like kind of like running around and stuff. You think that there's like other people on this island that are maybe further up into like the more like rainforesty part of it, not like the shore that you're on. And I think you start to think it maybe you don't necessarily have to go in through this mouth. Like the cave is maybe like a part of what's going on, but with it being like closed off, I think you're like, okay, there's maybe this is like one part of a bigger picture.
Hey guys,
Mm-hmm.
if it has a mouth, do you think it also has
Mm-hmm.
a butthole?
I was just thinking that. There must be more holes.
There's gotta be. Oh.
Everything's got more holes.
I think that's a good place to take our break.
I love it because I do have something mildly related to this to say that's not related to. Hey, don't bite me. To say that's unrelated, but I was at a barn dance recently, and one of the dances was you would go pass through people and then split off, and every time you pass through those people, the person calling it referred to it as a hole. And then he said, if you he said something about like if you aren't short, any hole will do. And every adult tried so hard because it was the barn dance was for teenagers, and we were there to like fill out numbers and be supportive, and we were all trying so hard not to die, and it was the funniest thing that has happened to me in a long time. Anyway, that's it. That's my story. There's an old man with a country accent telling you any hole will do, and it's like,
God damn.
will it?
You know
And
what you're doing.
that's our message that we want to leave to the viewers as we go to break.
Any hole will do.
will do. We'll see you all in like 15 minutes. Bye. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second half of this episode of Incredibly Indie, where we're playing Yl'fe. So far, it's been very exciting, a good story to tell to your friends later through a novel or something from these pages that are sprouting out the back of your neck. You all are on this island. One of you was almost killed. Zaki was almost killed, but was managed to be stabilized. It actually is back at full health because your hit points are so low.
Yeah.
And you all kind of, well, specifically Goddard had this kind of thought that, like, this mouthy cave that tried to consume you probably isn't the only thing that's going on this island. And as you were thinking about that, you heard the sounds of, like, some people, like sounds like of I'm trying to think of exactly how this would be. Like, I want to say, like, sounds of excitement. It's not really excitement, but it's like if you went to, like, the beach and you can, like, hear people kind of, like, talking and, like, you know, yelling and that kind of thing. Like, the sounds of people having a fun day outside. I think is kind of the vibe. But it's not coming from the cave. It's coming from kind of further up the hill that this, like, the rest of the island is. And
Well,
what do you all want to do?
I'll have to find another hole.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. Let's follow the sounds of the people, I guess. And they're in the
Where there's
rainforest.
people, there are
There's
holes.
holes. So true. I hope you're next writing that down.
I think if you looked, there's just nothing. No activity. It's
I hope
censoring me,
you're-
actually.
I hope your neck is writing that down. Yeah, you all kind of, collect yourselves and go up towards where the sound is coming from, and you see a group of kind of a bunch of different people. Like, there's some humans, there's some fae. You even see an abstract, which abstract are kind of like shapeshifters. So they can appear as many different things. And, like, just so you know, so fae, except for dwarves, I realized when I was reading the other day, are from the Paracosm, which is like the fae world. Abstracts are from the Parasuda. Dwarves are actually native to the shared world. Dwarves are considered fae, but they're, like, from Earth. So, interesting. Something I didn't realize until I was reading through more. But yeah, there's kind of a bunch of different people. The abstract that you see looks kind of like kind of Slender Man-ish, like very long arms, very long legs, but like overall kind of like human-y. But has some like tentacles, like Davy Jones style, around their mouth, and kind of like as their hair. Everyone else, like, you see, like, some fairies, you see some elves, you see a bunch of humans. You get the vibe that this is not necessarily, like, a group of people who came here together, that these are just, like, other people who are here, like you, kind of exploring. And you also see that they kind of are all around this, like, big pond that is kind of, like, at the, like... you're not quite to, like, the center of the island, but you've kind of gotten to, like, where it's kind of its, like, highest point. So there's, like, this, divot kind of in the, like, top of this hill here that has, like, filled with water. And looking at the water, it does look
Bit of a-
similar to the water. What were you gonna say?
Bit of a hole in the hill.
Bit of a hole in the hill, yeah. You found another hole. You solved my whole puzzle.
I knew it.
Yeah. And so there's people. The water looks similar to the water that was in the cave that you all just left from. It has that kind of shimmery, like, scent. This one smells less like echinacea and more like coconut and, like, mango, kind of like tropical scent, like sunscreen, like a tropical sunscreen kind of scent. And there's some people that are, like, splashing in the water. There's some people that are, like, lounging. There's people who are, like, climbing trees and grabbing these, like, fruits that are, like, hanging from the trees, munching on those. But yeah, just, like, a bunch of people who kind of are, like, found a chill place to hang out. It is warm today, and the water does look very refreshing.
Should we taste that water?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, you...
What the hell?
Okay, so all three of you go to taste this water. And let me see. Yeah, everybody make me an Eschual polemic. And this one is against
What?
madness.
My lowest
so you
one.
don't get a +2.
What the hell?
I rolled a 4 with
Wow.
my. Sorry, I got a 4 after I rolled a 5 and had to take one away. So
Okay.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I rolled a 7, but I got a 6.
Oh no. uh, so Goddard and Zeki, you both like race over to this water, and when you taste it, it tastes so good. And like it has like that same kind of like mildly effervescent taste, but it tastes like like nectar, I would say. Like it tastes like very sweet, very refreshing. There's like some hints of like fruity kind of taste, but like nothing you could exactly place. But it tastes amazing. And like other people who are like splashing around and playing, like kind of look over at you and nod, and you can see they're like also drinking this like very sweet, like slightly effervescent water. Both of you are going to have a attitude or a personality change, an attitude adjustment, you might call it, and are both going to be foolhardy. Is the personality change that you have? So that replaces curious.
I would argue. Oh, okay. I would argue I already was that.
Yeah, I think we were
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
You
We
just
walked
went over
into
and
the
drank
mouth
the
of a monster.
no real difference for either
No.
of you.
I'll be foolhardier then.
Bellin, you taste the water. It tastes nice, but it tastes like water. It tastes like water that like has that. It tastes like kind of very undercarbonated club soda.
Yeah, you're right. This is pretty mediocre. Just water, I guess.
Oh,
What do you mean?
no,
This
it's
is
so
some of the
good.
best tasting water I've ever had.
I'm just like half of my face is in the water. It's just like
Yeah.
Just drinking it like a horrible kid at a pool.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. We gotta bottle this and sell it.
Yes, this is so good.
We should start a
Nobody's
business.
gonna buy this.
Oh, we should start a business.
People will buy it.
Oh,
It's just water.
no,
No,
this is
it's like nectar.
this is the greatest thing I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, I turned to one of the other guys splashing around, and I'm like, "Yo, tell my friend how good this water is."
Oh, this. Have you had any of this water? Looking at Bellin.
Yeah, it's water.
No, it's like ever heard of ambrosia?
Mmm.
I've had ambrosia. It's nothing like it.
Yeah, better, way better, like 1,000,000 times better.
It's better.
Hey, watch
So
me do
much
this.
better.
Watch me do this cannonball. he like
Yeah.
he like jumps off of like there's a little rock outcropping and like jumps off of it, cannonballs into the center of this like pond.
Sick.
That was awesome.
That was so rad, dude.
Bellin at this point is looking around for anything else that could be teeth.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I don't-
fair. Okay, so let me. There's another thing that you might be able to do. Let me find where it is. Where is it? I think I'm getting close to it. Publisher. Oh yes. Okay. So the first thing, I think, Bellin, without a roll, you kind of are looking at the two of them, and like both of them, their like eyes are like kind of not like glazed over, but like when you're like talking to someone who's like a little bit high or a little bit drunk, and you're like, okay, there's like something's going on here. You can see both of them are under the influence of something, like having had this water, and having had they're having such a totally different experience than you are. So you can attempt to rectify this personality change or this influence that they have. So in order to do that, you have to have confirmed knowledge that they've changed you to temptation or madness, which I think you do. You pretty much just saw it happen. And you must have some relevant comfort. So some way of basically, I think for this it would not as much be comfort, but it would be like snap out of it, like some way, which I think you have both of those things. And having both of those things, then you would have to make a successful muse polemic to try to snap both of them out of it. It would take an hour, so we can say this like takes like while they're like while you all are up to some different things, you can be trying to snap them out of this. If that's the action you want to take, you don't have to
They
take
seem
that
fine.
action. All right, but yeah, I'll just let them.
They're fine.
You also
Foolish,
looking around.
but
You don't see anything, like you don't see any of the crystals. You're kind of looking. The water is pretty clear. You don't see anything at like the base of this like pond that looks similar to teeth or similar to the cave that you were in.
Anyone see a hole? Anything we can use?
Mm. Half underwater. No.
Oh, sorry. This water's pretty distracting.
Yeah.
You want to
Can we
look
just
for a
do
hole?
this?
You think there might be better water in the hole?
Yeah, there's. I bet if we find whatever that is, it's gonna want to lure people in.
Ah, okay.
It's gonna be even better.
With even better water. Yeah, let's do that.
Ooh, that is a good point.
All right, I'll flask up some of this water so we still have some.
Oh, smart. I go over to the land, pull my water bottle out of my messenger bag, dump it out, and then fill it up with the good water.
The two of you who are taking some of this water, both of you roll me. Maybe me. Yeah, Muse. Muse polemics.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 14.
Oh, nice.
I rolled 2 6s and get a +2.
Oh, okay. And you rolled
yeah.
2 6s, which is an absolute success. That's the highest thing you can do. Jason,
Ugh.
how did you do?
I got a
Oh,
5.
Okay. You bottle up this water, Goddard, and you're like, yeah, we could probably sell this. Like,
All right.
so you see some other people are like doing the same thing, kind of have the same idea as you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this to scientists back home.
I know that's just your water that you're drinking, but I'm just imagining you bottle it, you already are drinking it out of the bottle. Zaki, you go to put this water in your water bottle, and as you lower the bottle like towards the water, you notice that like before the mouth of the bottle touches the water for the water to go in, it almost seems like it kind of like goes up in like voluntarily, like up into your bottle, and begins to like flow into it.
Oh, I don't like that.
And because that was an
Bellum.
absolute success, you also get something bonus. Okay, you describe what happens and what is obtained within my judgment. So if there's anything else that you want to say, like you notice something or you do something, let me know.
Am I able to like get rid of some of the like madness effect?
Oh yeah, I'll say that could snap you out of being foolhardy.
Yeah, so I see that and I just Bellin, the water jumped into my water bottle. And I go over to her, I dump out the water, and then I put it back to like try to like show her what happened.
Yeah, you go to do it again. I feel like I don't think this is a roll. I'm trying to decide. I think you try to show Bellin and it does not do it again. Like you dump the water out and try to have the same effect and it's just like a puddle of water on the ground.
Yeah.
I try to like do it like more than once, or like I go back out like into the water and like or like go to the edge and then like kind of put my hand over it to try to get it to do it there. And I was like, it happened. I swear it happened.
Oh, sure,
Also, do you
sure.
think there's something living water inside me? Do you think? Oh, I don't.
Uh,
Oh, I don't like
probably.
this.
I don't think. Probably not. I don't. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
You, as you're saying that, and Bellin is reassuring you, um, Goddard, you're sitting talking to somebody. You have your water, and you, the water in your bottle starts kind of moving inside it.
Oh. Whoa.
And while that's happening, all around, some of the rest of you, even as you're trying to Zeki show like, oh, this is like this thing or whatever, not the water that you're trying to get into your bottle, but another little like spot of water like leaps out of this pond as like in like a form. It's like a not like human-y, I would say. So like has like, you know, some arms, some legs, but like some extra arms kind of come out of it. It looks kind of jelly-like. And begins, like, all of the people that are here as well, begins just like going for them, like attacking them, like starting to attack people. And I think you can even see as it's like attacking people, some of these bodies of water that are moving around, like you can see like blood kind of enter into like their bodies.
Zeki, you might have swallowed a person.
Zeki throws up.
It's like flubber. You throw up
Yeah.
and a part of it starts like bouncing around.
Well. Oh. All right. Zeki throws up and then grabs their, like, goes to grab like a weapon out of their bag of being like, I don't know, it's gonna work on water.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should probably roll because this is another encounter.
Yeah.
I will say it doesn't seem like these bodies of water are trying to like suffocate anyone or like pull them into the water. It just seems like they're creatures that are like coming out of the water to attack people. You don't see anyone getting like dragged in. Okay, let me.
This is Sinew, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a sinew polemic. And I have to roll that as well.
I got a 10.
Nice of you for this.
I did not.
Oh, dang, I have a good... Oh, well, I add a lot to this, but I rolled quite poorly, so... That's a 6.
I also got a 6.
I also got a 6. That's crazy.
Whoa! Okay. I'll let you both go first, since I don't think there's a
Nice.
tiebreaker.
That way
So
you can't kill Mila before they get to do anything.
yeah, that as well.
Hooray! That would be so
I love to do it.
funny. Like, what a useless adventuring companion. It just goes down immediately. every single time.
Is last in initiative and dies. Zay, what did Bellin get?
I got a 10.
Okay. So Bellin, you get to act first this time. As you look around and see like all of these people who were just like chilling out, having a good time, like these watery creatures emerge from the pool that they've been swimming in and begin like attacking them.
Son of a bitch, I can't fight water. Bellin fishes around in her pockets of her coat for a second, and pulls out a car key out of her pocket. And despite the fact that it's a really old key, it does have one of the little key fobs for locking and unlocking on there.
Yeah.
She hits a button, hits the alarm button. And if you'll allow me, from behind her, from outside of anyone's view,
Yeah.
there's a creaking noise as this ancient car rolls into view.
Yeah. Tell me more about this car. What does it
Yeah.
look like?
Well, it's specifically a 1999 Honda Accord. In Naples gold,
Classic.
though the front passenger door is silver. There are rust spots. It is an old car, and it shows. It is creaking and bouncing, and clearly is in need of a lot of work. But it runs. You can see that the interior has been well taken care of. It's pretty worn and faded, but it's been cleaned often. But you can hear a lot of disconcerting rattling noises coming from the trunk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you summon your your car to you. Which, yeah, just drives up from behind, like from out of frame, drives up next to you.
Yeah, it's like when you call your horse in a video game and it just
Yeah.
appears.
Yeah, it's like okay, it was from
It
just
was
off
right here
screen,
the
I
whole
guess.
time.
It's been here. Roll me just a single D6.
Okay. 5.
Okay, it runs over one of one of the puddle kind of, or like water creatures, and does 5 damage to it. And it doesn't completely kill it, but you just see it it drives through this like body of water, which just kind of like splashes and then like back together. But it does do 5 damage to it. And I will say there are 5 of these living puddles around you.
Okay. Is that my action to, or would it be an action to get inside?
An action to get inside. I think calling it in, getting inside, I think is definitely
Okay.
an action.
Okay. I'd like to go ahead and hop in, and and roll the windows down.
Yeah, manually.
I just
Yeah.
lean over, like fully over the seats to roll down the passenger one and be like, hop in.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and I think Zay, you know this, but I don't think I told everyone else this. If you are in a vehicle, it counts as heavy armor.
Oh, nice.
So that's Bellen's turn. Goddard or Zeki, you're up next. I think Goddard and then Zeki, because it's supposed to be an HP tie. So I think Goddard makes sense to go next.
Okay. I'll fish into my backpack and I'll pull out a ShamWow, which I bought on Temu. And I'll use it to I'll just throw it at one of the water creatures. So, it's super absorbent.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super absorbent.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually think this might be, instead of an attack roll, I think this might be a steal roll.
Okay.
Because you're kind of just trying to steal the whole. Well, or it could also be handle. I think steal is funny. So, this is a sinew polemic against the creature, against the person being stolen from. So go ahead and roll sinew, and I will roll, I think, sinew as well, to see if this thing can resist being sucked into a ShamWow.
I got an 11.
Okay, this does have good sinew, but I might roll very poorly. Oh, it's a tie. I also got an 11. Okay. So let's roll again.
Oh no. Uh-oh. That time I got a 6.
Woof. Okay, I got a 12 that time. So yeah, you throw this ShamWow at the at the creature, and I think you got ripped off. I don't think this is an official ShamWow
God
because it just
damn
sticks to the creature and then kind of gets sucked into it. So now one of these guys has like a little ShamWow like kind of
What?
floating around inside its head.
Hey, give that back. I paid $2 for that, and $1,000 in tariffs.
Somebody is like running by and it's like it's not a deal if the tariff cost is so high. Like what
No,
what,
you
what
don't
are you
get. We're paying that because of what China's doing to us. Like, this is patriotic.
The person shakes their head. Keeps running away from this horrible situation.
All right, I'm gonna get in the car.
Yeah, you ineffectively throw a sham house. Says expose your political opinions and get in a car. Zeki,
I've
that's your
had
turn.
worse rides.
Yeah, does Goddard get in the passenger seat or does Goddard get in the back seat?
I'll get in the back.
Okay.
Okay.
Not that window. The other side, if you want a window that opens.
Okay.
All right. As this is happening, I am going to. Oh. How far out are are there a lot of people still in the water?
The guy who did a cannonball is still in the water. He actually seems fine.
Oh.
It's like hell is empty, all the demons are on Earth kind of
Yeah.
situation, so he's actually kind of fine.
All right. Well, I'm going to get out, make sure I'm not touching the water, but I'm still close to the water.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pull out my taser that looks like a cute little goat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put it in the taser the water.
Okay. You taser the water. So I think you roll a sinew first, to see if it hits.
Does a 4 hit?
It does not.
Okay.
You put your taser like in the water and go to like activate it, and it seems like there's some safety mechanism in the taser that is like, I shouldn't be used this way. This
I
seems
go,
inadvisable.
that's good to know. I put it back in my bag, and then I run with my little goat feet to the car.
Both of you tried to do something, it failed, and went, time to get in the car.
Yeah. Only one thing has worked so far, and it has been the car.
It has been getting in the car.
I also have no
Always
HP. I need to be in the car. But then because I don't know if you guys spend a lot of time with goats, but they're very like agile and like jumpy, and so I use that and I jump up and then I like kind of like jump into the car through the window. I don't open the door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you also sit in the back seat or do you get in the passenger
No,
side?
I'm in the passenger seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you jump in through the window to the passenger seat.
Yeah, I do a little like almost like a binky and then get in the car. Jump in the car.
A binky.
Oh, a binky is specifically like when bunny rabbits are so excited, they like can't, if they're happy or like something positive's happening, they kind of like jump and like do a little like
Oh.
twist in the air.
I didn't know
And
that had a name.
it's called a binky, and I feel like goats like low key kind of do that. I don't think they call it that with goats, but
I only know
Is
the
that a
binky is
Canadian
another name
word?
for a pacifier. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Yes.
you do a binky?
no, not like that.
I suck on my pacifier and that's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. It's technically the creature's turns, but I will ask Bellin, where are you driving? Like, where's your intention to go with the car?
Oh, her intention is to to spin as much as she can and hit all of the
Okay.
hit any of the water creatures.
Yeah, so they start kind of converging on you, and are gonna try to hit stuff. I don't think all of them will. I think a couple of them will attack, innocent bystanders. So you definitely are hearing, like, the Wilhelm scream. You're seeing, like, people kind of get mauled by these water creatures that kind of, like, make their, like, limbs get very, 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 like, narrow and sharp, and, like, are stabbing into people, like kind of like how you can use water to, like, cut things, like the high pressure of the water. That's kind of what they're, like, doing to people and, like, attacking them. But I'll say two of the five. Well, I'll say three of the five gather around your car and are going to try to hit the people in the car, since the car basically functions as armor. I have to remind myself of what heavy armor does. Okay. Heavy negates 3 damage and has 8 hit points. Armor HP is determined by the amount of times hit. If the damage taken after reduction is 0 or less, no HP for armor is lost. If the damage after reduction is greater than 0, the armor loses 1 HP, and the sophist takes the remaining damage. So I'll have it target... Oh, yeah, Mila.
Do I get, like, is that a permanent, like, your armor doesn't work, or is, like, my chainmail working again now that we're out of that?
Oh, yeah. So your chainmail would have 1 damage to the HP because damage did get through it. And to fix armor, you have to go to, like a
Spend time doing it.
blacksmith or something. Yeah. So your armor specifically will be at 2 HP. I will say the armor will stack, though, because you're in a car, but some of you also have armor on. So that's, kind of the best case scenario for you. So
And the car is +3?
The car negates 3 damage.
Cool.
So, and has 8 hit points. Okay, so the first one is gonna go for Bellin because Bellin is driving. So it's gonna do a sinew roll. And that is a 13, which is a, I think, what is it, a monumental success? So that adds +1 to damage. And what type of weapon is this considered for them? Body attack. Oh, and this is... Oh, wait, no. That's not right. It's a light attack. Okay. So I do 1d6, and I'll just add 2 to this. Oh, it was only 2, so 4 damage. 3 of that damage is negated by the car. So the car takes 1 damage to its hit protection.
And then I have light armor. So I think
Okay.
that should take the other one.
Yes. So, and your light armor doesn't take any damage because it negated the damage, so it didn't... The damage didn't puncture through that. So the car, I should start keeping track of, has 7 of 8 hit points. As while the window is open, basically, like, one of these things, like, kind of reaches around, and even though you're, like, trying to get the window back open, like, the arm kind of comes through, but glances off of your armor, Bellin. What did you already say? What your armor is? Is it the trench coat?
I think it's like it's underneath. It's like it's not a bulletproof vest, but just like padded armor.
Yeah.
Underneath.
An armored vest.
Yeah.
So that's one of them. I said there were 3, so another one is gonna try to... I'll say one's trying to hit Goddard in the back seat. That is 6, 7, 8, that's 10, so that is also a monumental success.
Yeesh.
Oh, and I rolled
Taylor, could
much
you
better on the
stop?
damage. Sorry, I'm just playing the game. I'm just playing the game like you guys.
I'm just playing the game.
Don't I get to
No,
play the
you're
game?
rolling well though, and I'm not. So you're not
Oh,
like, actually, if you think
okay.
about it.
Well, to that I say, get good. Essentially. Okay, Jason, you're gonna take 8. There's 8 damage coming at you. But it's part of that's negated by the car. Which is 3, right? Yeah. So that's 5 damage coming at you. Do you also have armor?
Yeah. I think I have heavy armor. Let me
Okay.
see.
What do you think the heavy armor looks like?
Well, it fits under my my work attire.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of just makes me look really bulky in my
It's like a muscle
business
suit.
casual clothes. Yeah.
It's like George Michael in Arrested Development.
Yeah, it's like that. So I have heavy armor on. It looks a little silly under my work clothes, but I'm wearing it.
Okay, so that's it. So what did I say? 8? Yeah, 8 damage. 5 damage gets through the car. So the car takes another hit point of damage.
Watch the paint. Watch the paint.
And then 3 of the further damage is negated by your personal armor, which means that you, Goddard, take 2 damage, and your armor takes 1. So your armor's at 7 out of 8. Let me see.
Okay.
Car HP 6 out of 8, and Goddard HP or Goddard armor. Okay. And then there's one more. I'll say this one's going after Bellin as well, since you are driving.
There.
That's 11, so that is another monumental success. But only 4 damage. Yeah, only 4
Okay.
damage.
So
which
another-
is blocked. Oh wait, no, 1 gets through the car because the car negates
Yeah.
3. So your car is down to 5 hit points. But your armor is fine; it blocks the rest because you have light armor. Okay, that is their turn. So basically what just happened is like 3 of these like bodies of water like came over, like surrounded the car. One of them is like trying to needle through like the closing window at Godard. The other 2 of them are, I think like some of the water even is doing the thing like when you have to open like a locked car and you can like put a little thing down through the door and like back up into the car because they're water. So like you kind of like one of them like goes in through the window, you close the window the rest of the way, and then another spike of water like comes out through the door like at you, hits your vest and like kind of splashes away. But that is going to bring it back up to Bellin's turn, the top of the order.
See, this is why you don't want electronics in the door. Bellin is going. I don't know. I think this is like a ram action. Bellin is going to, like I said, hit the gas and like try to get the car going, and then spin it and try and like throw them off the car, hit whatever she can.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there is a ram action, so I think that is a good call. Where is that? Ram, here we go. The damage is dealt a heavy weapon, base speed, Shibboleth or Muse, U-turns cost half movement. Okay, so I'm going to say, yeah, roll me I think they're the same for you, either Shibboleth or Muse, polemic, to use your car to hit these things.
If it does matter too, I have a
Oh, that's right, you have an exploit.
Exploit where my base speed for a motor vehicle is doubled.
You know what? I'll say if you hit, you'll roll double damage. So you roll 26.
Well, let's see if we hit. 7.
That's a success. So you don't add extra damage to it. It's just a regular success on a monumental one. But go ahead and roll 2d6. And the car works as a heavy weapon. So you will add, I'll just say +2, not +4. So you'll double
Okay.
the dice, but not the damage from the weapon.
Okay,
That makes sense.
2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2.
11 total then.
Okay, so you describe how you destroy these two, or actually all three of these bodies of water by the
whoa.
turn action.
Nice.
I think the one that has just stuck its arm through, like, the bit that came to attack, maybe splash, but, like, the arm of water is still in there, and so Bellin just hits the gas and jerks the wheel, and it just, like, rips this thing apart. I imagine the water kind of, like, splashes. It's like whatever force is holding this together dissipates.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, she goes, like, forward a little bit to ram into another one without slowing down, jerks the wheel to the side again, so the back of the car spins around and hits another one.
Yeah.
Flying.
Yeah, if this, you think in the movie version of this, the song that's gonna be playing during this is "At the Car Wash," and you're just seeing these things explode, water splashing everywhere. Cuts to, like, these other people running away and screaming, some of them, you know, horribly mauled and injured by these creatures. You've taken care of the 3 that were attacking the car. There are still 2 that are out of the water. But that's Bellin's turn, so I think that brings us to Goddard.
Yeah, so if I'm just still in the car, I'll crank the window down. How many of the little water guys are left?
2. Yeah, 2.
2. Okay. Let me think. What else could I have bought from Temu?
What a great question.
Yeah, I'll pull out some of my gelatin mix that I bought from Temu, and I'll throw that at the at one of the figures.
Okay, go ahead
See if
and
I can
roll
get it to
with
stop.
sinew.
Great, that's a 10.
Awesome. That's a monumental success. So go ahead and roll a d6 and then add 1 to it. I think this is a light weapon. I can't imagine. Well, actually, you know what? It's gelatin against water. It's not like the ideal circumstances because it's not hot water. But I'll say you can add 2 to this. So 1 from it being a monumental success, and 1 is if it's a medium weapon.
Great, that brings it to a 5.
A 5. Yeah, you, like, rip open this, like, packet of gelatin, and, like, throw some of the, like, because sometimes gelatin comes in, like, sheets, so I imagine that's probably an easier way to do it. So you'd pull out some of these gelatin sheets and, like, throw it like a playing card out of the
Nice.
window. Yeah, into one of these things. And you can see it starts to dissipate through it, and the, being gets, like, a little bit more opaque, like the water gets a little bit cloudy. It seems like it's moving a little bit more slowly. It still has, it's not down to 0 hit points, but you have hurt it. Let me mark that one is at, there. And then that brings it to Zeki. Your first turn!
Yeah.
Oh wait, no,
I
you did have a
am-
turn. You just I forgot your last turn. You tried to tase the pond.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I wanted to forget that. Anyway,
Sorry. Your second turn.
my second turn. We're gonna do something this time, and I'm not jinxing it. I would like to, I would like to crank because, like, music makes, like, water, like,
Oh
do
yeah.
weird things. So I want to, like, I imagine, and Zay can correct me because it's not my car, but I, like, have, it's one of those, like, tape cassette, like, aux cords that it plugs into that, like, just one of the really old ones. And I plug my phone in and I just start playing really loud stuff, and I just, like, crank it as high as it can go to try to like destabilize the other water.
What's really going to come in handy is the fully legal subwoofer that I put in the back.
Excellent. I really wanted that. I also feel like if we've traveled around a lot, if it sounded bad, I would be like, okay, we need to make this sound. I can't drive in a car that sounds this bad.
The audio's bad.
Oh well, yeah.
It's in 1999.
I've been trying to
Yeah.
like do things, but I haven't. Like it's just not working, and so I just absolutely crank it. But I've like overcompensated by mixing music in a way that will sound less bad. Not good, just less
Yeah.
bad. But so I'm just like absolutely cranking it to try to just mess with all of the other water creatures.
Yeah, I'll say this is a muse polemic, which I think if you're performing, which I'll count this
I
as
would-
performing.
Also like to argue that I
okay.
get a +1 muse when using modern, post-medieval, or mundane tech.
True, I forgot about that.
And then I also +2 muse for panacea,
performance.
and playing an instrument. I
I'll
don't know
say you
that
get
this phone
+3
would
to
count.
this then. I think this will count.
Okay.
I think this will hit both of these because this is a music performance and you are using modern technology. So yeah, go ahead and roll a muse polemic. +3.
Well,
Actually, +6 because you already have a 3 to muse, so you're getting kind of a lot. To
oh
this.
yeah. Oh, I have a +2. Oh, I guess yeah. I rolled a 7 on the die.
Okay, yeah, that's a
13?
monumental success. So, yeah, go ahead and I'll say you can also roll 2d6 for this,
Okay.
for the damage.
Come on. I rolled a 4.
Okay, so that's 6 damage still. Let me see, how much do they have left? Where did I put these guys in my notes?
That was much more satisfying than previous attempts at anything. Except that
I'm
one time.
glad.
I got the 2 6s the one time. That was really nice.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, the one creature that Goddard already partially hit is as you like crank up the volume, this gelatinized one already like it's like structures have been compromised by being infused with gelatin, and it just starts to like droplets fly off of it and like kind of plop onto the ground as it is destroyed. There's still one of these things left that is very, very, very injured. But Zeki, as you are like cranking up the volume of this music, it kind of reverberates not only through the two creatures, one of which you destroyed, but also the water in the pond starts to reverberate. The guy who like went in and did the cannonball is like swimming out. He's like just getting out of the water as the center of this pond begins to bubble as if something is about to emerge from it. And you all hear now this thing that Zeki's been hearing the entire time. This horn playing what sounds like this like dirge, like this heavy march. It's kind of hard to describe because it sounds like a march, but there's something about it that almost makes your heart stir to adventure. All three of you will need to roll a Eschual against Madness.
Also, the music I'm playing is Acid Punk.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
7.
Okay, that's a success
The
for you.
devil.
I got
Oh.
a 7 as well.
I rolled a 7, but I forgot I take a -1.
Oh, no.
So I got a 6.
Oh no. Well, you all got 7s. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So I'm. Is it full heart then? What are we looking at?
Yeah, let me look. Let me look at what is gonna happen to you.
3 sevens. That's a good number.
It is a
Lucky
good
number
number.
7. Statistically, the most likely number to roll when you are rolling 2d6.
Makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d12 to see what this inspires in you. Do I just click roll? Oh, this is interesting. All 3 of you feel that this music is trying to get you to like feel something or like do something, like this kind of like Pied Piper-esque sound of this like horn, like a really brassy, like ancient kind of sounding horn. At first you can just hear it from like under the water. You don't see anything other than these bubbles, and as these bubbles are coming out, you can hear from under the water the sound of this horn, and like the rest of the island, like the sounds of the island kind of ushering it along and like joining in. 2 of you are able to kind of shake this off and keep your head clear. Well, I mean, Goddard is still foolhardy, I guess. You still have that.
This
you're
horn's
still,
awesome.
Yeah, you're still mad in that way. Zeki, this time listening to it, the funeral aspect of it, or like the dirge aspect of it, you really hear it clearly for the first time, and you become sad is the personality change for Zeki. And as all of you are beholding this thing, like the other people are kind of stock still, like looking in horror at like what is about to emerge, and you see that like almost having become like one with the water. The top half of this creature looks like an elf. Looks like elves that you've seen many times with like the pointy ears, the beautiful kind of androgynous features, long flowing golden hair. And this elf is playing this horn. But on further, like as you look at it more, you can see something has happened to this elf where the horn has melded with its face. Its hands are also stuck in this position playing it. And the bottom half of its body has morphed in with the water of this lake. And you can even see now that like some of the other like tendrils of water, like you can see them like going through like the island itself, as if the water of this island is like manipulating other parts of it by this creature that you see here before you. And all of you recognize what type of creature this is. There are stories of fae, creatures like yourselves, who have in some way accidentally come in contact or ingested or like become a part of somehow an abstract, making a creature that is together part fae, part abstract, kind of an abomination that is not able to exist in the way that it could before, like driven mad by this combination, or having its personality changed or twisted in a way to make it hateful towards any other creatures that aren't ravaged by the affliction that it has caused. These types of creatures are known as Yl'fe, and when you encounter them, your options are escape or die. They're incredibly dangerous, and you think this whole paracosm that you're on is connected to this Yl'fe that you see before you. That is its turn, trying to make you all go mad, essentially. One of these last little creatures is going to try to attack the car, even though it's like barely got any health left. So it's gonna go for I'll say it'll go for Bellin. Bellin's still driving. Bellin took out a bunch of its fellow creatures. But is this gonna hit? Yes, it just hits. That's a 9. So not a monumental success. It just does damage, but doesn't add more to it. Oh, it only did 1 damage, so it doesn't even hurt the car.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Goes to splash against that vulnerable passenger door that is from a different car, and you kind of spin the car out of the way, and it just plinks against the much stronger back door, and doesn't do any damage to the car. So that brings it back up to Bellin.
We running?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave.
Yeah. I think Zeki's just crying and it's just like, there's nothing we can do to help.
Temperature check in the back. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, based on everything I know, I've read a lot of data on this type of creature, and we should probably get out of here, I guess.
All right, let's. And Bellin will hit the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can swing the car to maybe hit this last creature on the way out. The last-
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and make a whatever roll it is for you to ram. I think it was Muse or Shibboleth, I think.
Yeah,
Either
they're the
one.
same. So 10.
Yeah, go ahead and roll 2d6 for your damage, and then you'll get to add 2 to it.
Ooh.
Or you'll get to add 3 to it, actually.
Oh, okay. 10.
Yeah, you destroy
Roll
this
that.
last one. You drive through it. And it
That's
just...
what you get for touching my car.
Yes.
As you're driving away, I will mention, not that this is going to not necessarily change anything that you're doing, there are other people who are trying to get away, and some of them have been transfixed by this creature that, like, the horn is sounding. So some of the other people that were, like, cavorting around this pond, you can see that they are, like, lying down, and, like, you can see that, like, the earth around them is kind of, like, crawling up over them as this island is seemingly consuming them.
Cool.
I do think Bellin sees that as she's focused on the water creature, takes that out, and then I think the car, the momentum takes the car a little bit further. She hits the brakes, which squeal terribly. We can't leave them all.
No.
God damn, this is how I die. All right.
What should we do? Do you have another car?
I don't need another car.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
This car's
This is a
enough.
big car.
This is enough car for anybody.
No, you're right. You're right. This is a nice car.
It's not a nice car, it's enough car.
Yeah.
I've read the reviews of this car, and what your users think about it. It's a decent car.
Wait, how? We gotta talk about this later. How do you know my reviews?
I work in the customer service department, and so I look at all the data.
For everything?
Well,
yeah. I work in the customer
was
service
my
department
friend.
of the world.
Okay, well, I've got. I have some complaints about my last review. Couple of the last ones I have. There's
do you want those?
context
You
not
want those
included.
users banned? Because I can just do that.
Yeah, actually, you could do that.
I will. I'll pull out my phone.
Yeah. You open your phone and you start banning people who have given Bellin bad reviews.
Yes.
And that's what you do with your turn. So now it's
a worthwhile.
No, I'm just kidding. What Goddard, what else are you doing with your turn? Other than banning
I don't know.
users?
What's our plan? I mean, I can shoot at something with a rocket. Like, what do you guys think we should do to help?
I don't know. Get people in the car.
All right.
If we drive past them, we might be able to like pull them in the car. Maybe we just can't let everyone die.
Yeah, how many people can fit in this car?
Legally or
All right, all right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'll open
there's
the
seat parts
door
for 5, but
and I'll try and grab the person closest to us.
Yeah, you grab an elf who seems to have been kind of like taken in by this song, this dirge that's playing. Her eyes are like kind of glazed over. You can see she has like a cell phone in her hand that's like live, like she's like on like TikTok live or something like that. That is just kind of like facing up at the sky. And yeah, give me a sinew roll, because you basically are gonna have to pull her in.
I got a 7.
That's a success. So yeah, you pull her into the car, into the back seat with you, which is already, maybe room for one more person in normal circumstances. But yeah, that's your action. Zeki, what do you want to do?
I'm. What a good question. I'm going to crawl, undo my seatbelt, climb between the front 2 seats, push the 2 out of my way, and I don't know if the actual Honda, whichever has this, but I'm gonna. Sometimes they have like that back like hatch between through the seats to get into the trunk.
Yeah.
Go, gonna get in there, and then open the trunk. We're just gonna pretend that it's old but also has new safety features, and we're gonna pop it open, and I'm going to try to grab the people and try to pull them in the
Yeah.
car
I
and
won't say
try to
I
get
won't
them in the trunk.
I won't say this is your action, but do make me a shibboleth roll to try to open the trunk from the inside. Something famously most trunks are really able to do.
They
But
have safety features now.
yeah, this is a 99. But you will get to add +1 because you have modern adept. I'll say this counts as modern technology.
Yes. Okay. And then I also get a +2 to shibboleth.
So this will be easy peasy.
You say that. Okay. That's a 4, 6, 7.
Just a success. So yeah, you like managed to like kind of fiddle with this thing, get the back to pop open, even though it really in this model of car shouldn't be able to open it from the inside, but you're able to do it without damaging the car. And there's a couple people that you can grab. One of them I'll say is the abstract that you saw before, who had the kind of like tentacly face. The abstract is injured, but is not currently under like the influence of this song. So you can still hear it, like when you open when you go back into the trunk, it's kind of like dulled for a moment, which is nice. But then as soon as you open the trunk again, it's like back full throttle, kind of like so loud that it's hurting your ears. And this abstract very gratefully like gets into the trunk, and you can see as she does, like her body shifts and changes, so like makes itself smaller and like fits into like a little area of the trunk, so there's plenty of room for other people. And then there's also a fairy that's kind of over there, who seems to be like partially getting like pulled under the earth, but you're able to like scoop her up and like throw her in the car as well. So that is your turn. I think that brings it back to the Yl'fe. Okay, Bellin. It is going to make an attack on you. It is a sonic attack, so it bypasses armor.
Cool. Cool.
Let me see. And it adds just 2 to this.
That's not the car.
Okay, so that is a 10, so that's a monumental success. So I'll add 1 to the damage. It's a medium weapon, so it'll be total +2 to this damage. 7 damage to you, Bellin.
Oh, oh, that hurts. I'm up.
That's gotta
I'm
hurt.
still up, but that hurts.
Bellin, you, like, even through the car, like, especially because you, like, have had some windows open and closed, like, partially, cracked, like, that kind of situation, the music is coming in, and just, it's so loud, and it starts to almost, like, echo in your head, reminding you of all of the, like, you're kind of seeing flash, like, these deaths that you've seen, like, just now of, like, other people at this pond, like, dying or being injured. All of the, like, times on previous adventures where you've seen horrific things or seen people die, all of these times, where even, like, times that you know that you should have acted and didn't, and someone was hurt, like, all of these memories kind of come flooding to your mind, and you just get this horrible headache as you take 7 damage.
Yeah, can I add to that? I
Yeah.
think that her ears are ringing so loudly she can't really hear anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. The others of you, well, maybe not Zeki since you're in the trunk, but Goddard, you see, uh, you see Bellin in the front seat. Does Bellin, like, physically do anything when this happens?
Yeah, I think like she stopped to let them pull people out of the car, and it is just like hands over her ears, like shaking her head to try and clear it.
Yeah. So yeah, you see Bellin, like, stop, like, hands off the wheel and, like, put her hands over her ears. That is Bellin's turn.
How many more people are left?
There's a lot of people left. The only person you see who's not, like, already hurt or starting to be absorbed by this island is the guy who did the cannonball, who is, like, running. There's some people who have, like, run and, like, gone back to, like, wherever their boats are, whoever they got here. The only person you see that you think it would be easy to grab is him. Other people, I mean, there's probably, you know what? Let me roll. I'm gonna roll 2d6 just to see how many other people are still here. You see at least 6 other people who have not been absorbed yet, but are, like, in the process of it.
Yeah. Bellen's feeling very torn in this moment. Every instinct she has is telling her to get out before she gets hit again, before there's any more. Like, just get away from this. Get someplace quiet. But you also talked about all the like deaths and people getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not wanting, like, anyone else to have to feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Not wanting to run from that.
I will say, Bellin, as you're trying to think of what to do, when you covered your ears, you could still hear the ringing, but the sound of the song was not as strong, and you felt, like, less pain. You still have already taken, like, whatever damage you've taken, but it did seem to help, at least, covering your ears.
Okay. Could she assume that would keep helping, or do I need to make, like, a roll?
Go ahead and make a shibboleth roll. And I'll say you can add, your shibboleth normally is, like, what, +0?
Yeah.
I'll say you can add 2 to this for, like, having had the experience you just had.
Oh, that's 2 6s.
Oh, holy cow. Okay, yeah, that's an absolute success without me giving you extra points.
Yes.
You start thinking about like other encounters you've had, other adventures you've had. And I am gonna tell you some information about this creature that you realize. If I can find it. Did I scroll past it? What the hell? Hang on. I'm using a creature from this book, so it's not that. It's not that. I must. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Um. Okay, so you realize that this creature is known as the Last Lowoler. Um,
Mm.
And I'm just going to read what's in the book about this creature. In the early development of man, the sightings of fays stretched across the globe, but were depicted in different ways. One phrase that caught on in the North African and Middle Eastern region was lawol, which was a term that meant call to adventure, a term crafted for the storyteller to describe how deep and moving the temptation was. An elf was the weaver of these calls with a horn they burrowed in and out of the ground, curious as to the response of humans. Digging in the ground one day, the horn scooped out more than dirt, and the elf drank the abstract. Now the lawol, a horn conjoined with its player almost wholly, is a howl, a cry, a plea, a begging for mercy, death, and food. So you are seeing this creature that once inspired people to adventure through its song, and now lures people to their deaths by that same call to adventure in that same song. You also think, similar to, like Greek mythology, if you can plug up your ears, that the damage can't be dealt to you from this creature. That you have to be able to hear it to be able to be hurt by it.
Okay. With an absolute success, can I have some earplugs in the car?
Yes.
I think even though she doesn't carry a gun, I think she's been to firing ranges.
Oh, I was like, what does gun
kinda
have to
heads
do
out.
with this? Even though she doesn't have a gun,
Yeah.
she has earplugs. Okay.
Don't
Sure.
go wrong. Like, when you buy your gun, they hand out the earplugs.
Yeah. Yeah, you can have earplugs in the car.
It's the only way you can buy earplugs is by buying a gun.
In America.
In America. Yeah.
In America, that's all
how
you.
it works.
That's how it works. If you want to go to a loud concert, you have to buy a gun first to get earplugs.
Oh no!
Then you're doubly protected.
Ear protection and personal protection.
So yeah, she's got some like thick ones in the glove compartment. So she like opens the glove compartment. I think like a bunch of shit falls out. Like it is packed full. The car itself is clean. There's nothing in it. The glove compartment is a disaster. So like all these papers and things spill out. She's like digging through it and then pulls out like a little plastic baggie with some earplugs and like stuffs them in.
Yeah.
And then turns to the back seat to Goddard and is like, ears, plug them.
Got it.
Is that my action?
I'm now trying to remember did you do anything else? You got hurt. You thought about it.
I think they just got hurt.
Yeah. You could still do something. You can still take an action.
Okay. I'm shouting to the back to Zeki too, and I'm like, plug your ears.
I think. Oh shoot! Goddard sees a hand poke back through from the back in between like the little like entryway, feels around, and then just grabs the messenger bag and pulls them back. And I put my recording headphones on that are really good noise canceling.
Yeah.
I stick those on.
Yeah. Do you play like a different song through your headphones, or is it just like the innate noise canceling of the headphones?
Oh, you know what? I do play a song, but more because I am me. I'm still sad, so I'm.
Oh.
instead of acid punk, I'm playing some real good, just emo, punch in the heart kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mostly stuff about girlfriends leaving you, but that's also just emo. Being an adult and listening to emo music I listened to as a teenager is like, oh wow, it's really all the women's fault, huh? Wow.
I'm
cool.
not. For some reason, all the songs that are going to my head right now are not emo songs at all. So like my first thought was like, of course, the Smiths.
Yeah.
And-
My Chemical Romance is actually really good for it not being about like women breaking your heart.
yeah.
Billy Talent, however, a lot of women breaking hearts and being bad for it.
Yeah.
God forbid you want to leave a relationship.
God forbid you want to break some musician's heart.
Bad call.
Just a poor, sad boy.
He can do no wrong. He's just sad.
He's just sad. Okay, so you have your ears covered. Bellin, what are you doing with your action?
I'm gonna try and like swing the car far enough out of range of this creature that I don't think that it can get to me right away.
Mm-hmm.
I think of how to get someone in here. If I can, I'm gonna try and like. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and get far enough away that the others in the car can help get people in the car.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not gonna be. I know this thing can get to us with like sound, but I don't want it to be able to like reach us.
Yeah, it's also in like the center of the pond, so that's pretty easy for you to do, to like drive a little bit away where you think that like if it's making its way to you, at least you'll be able to see it coming. But right now it just seems like it's just kind of in the center, partially like one with the water, and its torso kind of poking out and playing this dirge. Is there anything else you want to do, or are you just positioning the car?
I'm just gonna position the car for now, I think.
Okay. Goddard, that is your turn.
Yeah, I'll pull out some Temu earplugs from my backpack, pop those in, and then I'll pull out my rocket launcher and try and shoot the last lower.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, go ahead and roll 2d6 plus sinew.
Great. Nice. That's a 10.
That is
Nice.
a monumental success. So you'll roll 1d6 and add 4 to it, because it's a heavy weapon, and it was a monumental success. Is that right? I think that's right.
9 damage.
Okay, yeah, you blast this thing. And oh, dang, that actually does too. Wait, is that right? No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was gonna say this thing does not have that much hit points, but I was looking at something else. 9 damage is still a lot, though. Yeah, you like blast this thing with a Temu rocket. And it crashes into like the torso of it. You can see like bits of like blood and viscera kind of fly off of it, but it's like this like blues and green colors. It's not like the color of blood that you would expect. And the song immediately, although you can't really hear it, you can see that the people who are like partially getting sucked down into like the earth, like the ground gets like kind of more aggressive at like pulling them down with it having taken damage. Were you gonna say something else?
No, guys, I think we should just kill it. I know no one else has ever survived it before, but I think we got it. I'm looking at its hit points. I think it's okay.
Wow.
Sorry, you mean you're looking at your Excel spreadsheet that you've made of other people documenting it that implies a hit point?
Yeah, I crunched the numbers here,
Wow.
and I've been able to put a point value assigned.
Jason
to...
metagaming. Wow.
I never thought I'd see the day.
I never thought I'd be betrayed in this way by using the PDF of the
I
rules.
told you I read the book.
Twice, even.
I'm
So
not-
funny.
I told you I read the book. I memorized all the enemy stat blocks.
Oh, that's so funny though.
Wow.
Let's kill it though.
Zeki, it's your turn. Goddard's gone mad. He's saying you could easily kill this creature that you know that is the most
Oh,
dangerous
that's
thing
so
you've ever seen in your
sad,
life.
though. It's
Feeling
just
full
her.
party.
Yeah,
That's so
you are feeling bored.
sad. But, however, I do trust Godard's stats, so I am inclined to trust him.
He's got the
Um,
data. What do you gotta do?
Exactly. The first
I'm
thing
gonna
I
kill
do
Goddard.
is I pull out an unopened pack of just like the foam ear protection that I got last time I bought a gun, and I hand it to the tentacle
Mhm.
aberration, or what?
Yeah,
what it's called?
abstract.
Okay, abstract. I hand it, and as I hand it over, our hands briefly touch, and I give him a
knew, I fucking knew. I was like, Millie's gonna try to fuck this abstract.
Oh, as I said the other day, I'm nothing if not predictable.
Her
There's
tentacles
no
go
time.
there.
So I hand it over to the cute abstract with the tentacle face, and I don't really have anything that would work to fight it. Like I think all of my stuff is light and like closer
Mhm.
range.
Yeah.
Although, I think I'm going to try. Just super. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try to take my grappling gun and like shoot at the monster, the Yl'fe.
Mhm.
And
Yl'fe, yeah.
my goal is to pull it out of the water. And to see,
Oh.
I want to see if my grappling hook will like kind of actually like lock in it and see if we can like get it out of the water.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna drag it along with the car. That's pretty brutal.
Yes. I know, but it's either this or a bunch of other people die. There's no good solutions. Oh, I'm gonna write a sad song about and imply that only a hot abstract can heal me.
Yeah, go ahead and roll sinew to try to use your
well,
grappling gun.
that was a 5.
Okay. You know what's really sad?
What?
Messing up on something when there's a really hot abstract watching you.
Oh, that's.
Oh, yeah, it's brutal.
That's so sad.
I did my
You-
best.
Yeah, you
Play
shoot
it
the
off.
grappling gun. Goddard
Yeah.
says, play it off.
Yeah.
You shoot the grappling gun, and it like goes into the water and like starts to like pull back, like to to like hook on, but there's nothing to hook on to. So it just kind of like splashes into the water. The abstract kind of looks at you and like does a little smile and then like kind of looks away awkwardly, but it's not a like smile like, oh, you're cute. It's a smile like, oh, someone's into me and I don't really like it that much.
No. I shrug.
While you're shrugging, you do notice something alarming, apart from the abstract not being impressed by you missing your shot, in multiple ways, I guess. Now that the car has stopped, the ground beneath it is starting to come up around the tires.
Oh, I roll. I like lean out. I just say, I'm so sorry. I think she's on they're on the driver's side. And so I'm just like, I'm so sorry. And I lean over and I'm like, go! to like, so that Belen hears. I'm like, truly step on it.
Yeah.
We gotta get out of here.
Bellin on, so
And then I go, sorry, and sit back down as if I was not yelling and freaking out from the get-go.
she like tucks a tentacle behind her ear, but like in an awkward way, not in a like, oh, I'm like, I think this is cute way. Kind
Yeah.
of like looks away. So on the turn of the last Lualler, it can't attack you right now because all of you have your ears plugged. So you hear this, like, you can hear kind of the sounds of this music playing and getting more intense. But Bellin, you do notice that instead the ground is starting to like suck the whole car down into it now that you're not moving.
Shit. Yeah, Bellin is like looking in the rear view, I think, like back at Goddard, back at Zeki.
Yeah.
Completely different opinions.
Yeah, let's gun it towards the creature. Run it over. I'm yelling really
Yeah.
loud because we all have headphones.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
She's like looking back and forth, kind of panicking, and then she's gonna hit the gas and pull away.
Yeah. You're looking between the two of them. You can tell, like, your two fellow companions are both being influenced in different ways by the Fae and abstract forces here. And so you just try to decide, okay, what's the thing that I think I should do? You can feel your car, your livelihood, your, you know, your precious baby or whatever being pulled into the ground, and you start to spin the wheels. Dirt kind of goes flying, and you peel off back down towards where the boat is. And yeah, you all are in the car. Zeki, you're in the back seat, so the trunk is open. You're hitting all these bumps. The two others that are back there with you are also kind of like, you're, all holding on to each other to stay in the back seat. Or not in the backseat, in the trunk. And Bellin drives the car back down and like skids to a stop by the boat that you took to get here. At this point now, the whole island itself seems to almost be like moving and heaving as if like the whole thing is alive. What are you doing? You're not in initiative anymore.
Oh.
Well, guys, we should go back there. We could just kill it. I gave you a rocket launcher.
If we die, story ends.
We won't die. Come on.
Bellin is still like shaking.
It's gonna be awesome. This one's gonna be
That
so
he took.
good. We're
Bellin is so hurt.
We gotta go.
Nah, dude. This is the last Lualler. And by the time we're done with it, there's gonna be no more Luallers, dude.
That's so sad.
You guys aren't getting it. Like, we should go fight it. Like,
We
with our
can edit
fists.
we can edit a different ending in.
What if Bellin dies?
We got all those people
she's
to
so
save.
weak already. Well, we've already saved like a good chunk of people, thankfully.
We could save more.
Ugh.
We could save everyone.
We can't even fit that many on the boat.
The
Well, we
abstract
don't-
is like, I think we should probably go.
Boo. Boo.
Don't
Boo.
boo me.
Hey,
What's
don't
your
boo
name?
The people we just rescued.
What's
What's
your
my-
name?
Gwen.
Gwen? You ever shot a rocket launcher before?
It's not really my thing. I'm like kind of a pacifist.
What the hell?
Oh, that's rad.
Oh man, Gwen, come on. Be cool.
I just agree with this. What's your name? Looks at Zeki.
Zeki. Yeah, I'm a satyr. Anyway.
I agree with Zeki.
Okay,
I think we should go.
Look, we all know Zeki's really cool, makes awesome music, and is just a super cool person that's
Oh,
fun
you
to hang
make
out with.
music?
I do, yeah. I do a lot of compositions for video games primarily, but
The ground is heaving under you.
we should probably get off the ground though.
Introductions later. On the
Yeah.
All right. We should come back here later, though.
Sure, we can actually prepare and come back, and also make sure that no one else is around because we can tell people this is a bad place to come to. But right now, normally I do agree with your data. You just seem a little, I don't know, foolhardy today, and I think we should probably
Yeah.
get going.
I feel so alive.
Got it, I promise. We get these people off, we'll come back.
Great. All right. Yeah. We'll rest up. We'll order some more supplies from Timu, and we'll be back. I'll take
Well, I mean,
another. I'll
once
work
those-
I
remote another
mostly
day.
go
That'll
to
be
local
fast.
mom and pop stores, but sure, we'll restock. That's the important bit.
I turned to Zeki, like as we're going like, it's not gonna be here.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. That's so sad.
It's fine. Beauty's fleeting. Get on the boat.
You know what? That's a really good point. Let's go.
You all get on the boat and pilot the boat away. And as you are like pulling away, you see a guy in like swim trunks, like wet from having done the cannonball, go, "Hey, wait, guys, wait up!" And like mid him saying, "Hey, guys, wait up," the entire island gone in like like it's there and then it is completely gone as if it never existed.
Whoa.
He's probably fine.
What the
He
hell?
Zeki just turns and looks forward.
He could take care of himself. He's fine.
If we had all shot that Lowler with more rockets, we could have saved that guy.
Okay, but we did save however many people are on this boat right now, including ourselves, which is
Yeah.
I mean, that is good.
I did die today. I do want to put that out there.
That was crazy.
I
yes.
feel bad.
I feel all right. I have most of my hit points based on the numbers I've crunched.
I mean, it was a roller coaster for me where I went real down and then right back to where I was before. It's been a day.
I think as
I'm
you're
gonna
like
go cry.
yeah, you go
You
cry.
gotta perk up.
While you're going over to cry, the abstract kind of like sidles up next to Bellin and is like, "So, what's your deal?"
No, Zeki doesn't say that loudly. just
Bella
kinda
like
quietly.
straightens up a little bit, and like takes her coat off again, which shows off her biceps, her very pronounced biceps. She's like, kind of an adventure.
And that's the last line of the play that is made later of your adventures. You bring you bring these manuscripts back. You've never met like the publisher, like the person in charge of the company, which is a little bit odd. Like a lot of other sophists do have like an editor or a publisher that they talk to directly. You don't, but you do know that you go, to the offices where your what did I say? The publisher's name was Starfire. Is that right? No, Starlight Press. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
Starlight Press, yeah. You go back to the offices of Starlight Press, and one of the, clerks kind of gathers the papers off of the nail in the back of your neck, and says, and as is always the case, whenever we have freelancers, sophists come back with stories. Would you like to keep the nails, or are you done with this line of work? We can collect them, take them out for you if you're done working for us.
I got
I'll
something
keep
to
it.
say.
Yeah, I'm never letting go of this thing.
Yeah. This is the most fun I get to have. Also, I get socialized. Normally, I'm just sitting behind a computer. So,
That's nice. Yeah, I have 2 jobs, and they're both
Oh, yeah.
kind of computer based. And I love my spreadsheets. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh yeah.
sometimes I just want to like be hanging out with my friends.
While you're saying that, actually, you get a Slack notification from whatever job you work at nights. I guess Uber probably. I don't think insurance adjusters typically work overnight.
Uh-huh.
You actually work for remote for a like a different continent like company.
Oh
could.
yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, you get a Slack notification from the Uber support, whatever, your boss. This is, hey, we're actually gonna need you to come in today.
Why?
You know, it's just office culture. You know, it's nice to be in the office as opposed to everyone being back at their own places. So yeah, you'll just come in. You can hang out, talk at the water cooler.
Oh, the water cooler. I still have this magic water that tastes so good. All right, I'll be there.
And
Perfect for that.
and that's where we'll end our game of Yl'fe.
I'm excited
thank
for the
you.
next episode to be at your place of work.
Yeah, you've caused an incursion.
You start it, you pour it, but then you go home and work from home for the rest of the time.
The next time you come out of the office, everyone's dead.
Yeah. Oh, I just got to meet that guy.
Thank you all so much for joining for this game. This was so much fun. Thank you to Big B for sending this game in for us to play. And before we wrap up, I'm gonna have everyone go around and let people know where else they can find you, other projects you have going on, and we'll start with Jason.
Yeah, you can. I'm Jason. You can check out the podcast I have with my friend Dylan. We talk about movies on a show called the Over Under Podcast. This is our studio here. Yeah, so our latest episode is our review of the new Superman movie, which I liked. So I guess I'll also plug James Gunn's Superman. Check it out, mostly so you can go back and watch my podcast. That would be great. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Mila, what about you?
I would also like to plug Jason's podcast. The only episode I have not listened to is been the Sinners episode because I actually want to see Sinners. And I'm like, okay, I can't get spoiled. Other than that, you can find me here on Twitch under Troll Mila. You can find me on Blue Sky, and you can. That's pretty much it. I have some projects that I'm working on, but none of them are out, so I'll promote them next time I'm on.
Perfect. And then Zay, what about you?
Yeah, I've been Zay. Well, first off, you can catch me actually back here doing our podcast, however you want to look at it. Warrior Chats, where we read through the Warrior Cats books as adults and talk about them. I think our next episode is the 31st of this month.
It's the very last day of this month.
So come back and check
Cool.
us out. Check out our old episodes. Catch up. I also have a few games out. You can find my games on itch at WildJBlue. I'm also on Blue Sky under that same name.
If you want the personality change sad, you should play Zay's games. As an absolute ringing endorsement.
That's one of the weirdest and best endorsement I've gotten.
I've heard good things about these games, which I guess
They're
makes sense because I'm in
incredible.
your circles. But like I've heard it hyped up as if I was not a friend of yours. Just like people just talk about it, I guess. But I guess it is just people we know in common. But it sounds like a lot of fun. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I'll
Buy
send
it
you a
now,
copy.
everyone.
Sometimes I think about Tyler's character, Cabbage, and just at the end of the game that we played, and
Yeah, a character who tried to, and I think succeeded in feeding parts of themselves to us.
Yeah.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Wait, maybe I don't want this game.
You don't
I
have
don't
to.
want this game. That's
Completely
not part of the
unrelated to that.
game.
We
That
tried.
was,
Yeah, that's not
that's not
technically
inherent
part
to
of
the
the game.
game. That was just
That was-
Tyler.
specifically the
could be.
people that we were playing with.
Yeah, I got to die, and that was really fun.
Yeah, Jason, you might like the game. You can have your
get to
character
kill
die.
myself. Great.
Yes.
To die.
Maybe I
And
already
then for me, what else do I have coming up? I'm gonna start playing on stream for like the games streams that it's just me on Mondays and Fridays. I have Blueprints, so I'm going to start playing that, which is a puzzle game. And then probably after that I'll play Date Everything. So if you want to watch me play those games, you can tune into my streams Monday and Friday afternoons. Also next week, I am playing Death of the Author, the 2-player version, with my friend Flavia. I'm really excited for that. One of us is going to be playing like the author, one of us is going to be playing like the subject of the book. That is next Friday, the 18th. And then as they mentioned, Warrior Chats. And then not next Saturday, but the Saturday after that, I have an episode of Over the Table, which is going to be Saturday afternoon. The theme for that one is going to be edgelords. So it's going to be all really people bringing in like edgy characters. Cool. If you have stories about that you want us to listen to and react to, or if there's like a Reddit story that you're like, oh, this has to do with that, you can submit those. I think it's probably, I don't know if I have the link on me right now, but you can submit those. If you look on my Blue Sky and stuff, you can probably find a way to submit them. But you can submit stories for that for us to listen to and, or read and react to. I think that's everything. So thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Do you all want to say goodbye to chat and goodbye to the YouTube VOD?
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
chat.
chat.
Goodbye,
Chat.
YouTube
Goodbye.
bot.
Bye.
Goodbye.